Who the greatest? No, not the latest. Ain't that debatable? Yeah. Check the stats. This the Jared Willer Ryan show 9 no days off. You been grinding, I've been grinding too. Made it through the storm, great cloud. You see me shining through champion and state of mind. I've been balling better D up. After we won it all, that's the only time my feet up. Blood, sweat, tears, hard work with the passion, the killer in the game. I hop in and go assassin. Nah, I can't be average. Nah, I can't be last. Just always first or nothing. Doubter said I was bluffing. See him after I went like I thought you was saying something. I told him that I was coming. Gun in the hand drumming. Shit shots at my fields. Who thought they went in the running? Why would I be nervous? I've been training for this day. I'll be like a freight train. Any problems in my way, never complain. They said okay, I'll follow my dream, and if it don't pay, but anyway, what you say? I'm too busy getting cake. Tunnel vision on my goals, like success gon' be my fate. Pray to God he take my soul. If I die before I wake, give it everything you got, cause that's what it's gonna take. And don't wait, do it now. They say time is of the essence. From a kid to a king, you are now in the presence of a new creature, adapted new features. Remember when I was a student, now I'm brighter than my teachers. Don't worry if I spit, cause if I do it, be that ether. I got stripes like a zebra. Up a level, I might lead ya. How to play too high to see ya. I'ma heat up in the winter. They gon' look at me like Scar, but I'm really more like Simba. Always been the realest. I can't hang around pretenders talking like I ain't gang, but I know a couple members ain't tripping about the beat. Focused on the bigger picture.
And welcome in to our 20th episode of That's Debatable. Welcome to the show, everyone. And I'm going to throw it over to the table of boys I got tonight and introduce us. Who we got as a co-host? We got a special guest tonight. Take it away, Jer.
It's Rishard Nolan, the Rambassador, as y'all can see.
There you go.
All right, yeah.
The Rambassador,
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a big night for them Rams, so I had to get a Rams fan in the house to talk that Rams stuff. But yeah, this is episode 20 of That's Debatable. I'm your host Jeremiah Bays with my co-host Will Ward over there, and special guest Rishard Nolan in the building. What's good, dog? This is one of my homies from childhood, one of the supporters and stuff. So yeah, we about to start making guests involved with the show. So yeah, we about to start making some moves, man.
See if we can get the phone line fired up, get some calls in,
What's
too.
good, bro? How you been, man? How's your week? How the family?
Family good. I've been chilling. I just started vacation yesterday, so I'm off for the next week and a half.
So you about to be on red.
Yep, so I'm just chilling.
Yeah. What up, Will? How was your week, man?
Week was full of OMS, full of score on air. It's a hectic week, but made it through another one.
He said tell him about that 20.
So we here, though. Glad to be here. Welcome, my boy Rishard, Jeremiah, what it is.
What up, man?
And Ryan, hey, after yesterday, we still cool, man.
Good. I'm glad. It was everything we asked for, right?
Yeah, it was a great game, yeah. Great game between the Niners and them Bungles. Hey, y'all in the playoffs right now?
Playoffs.
Man,
We just trying to win a game.
Hey, Jamar Chase finally woke up again, though, but we ain't even there yet.
Yeah.
So, what's your quick rundown, Ryan? What you got?
Right. So today, 20th episode, we're going to do all the usual suspects. We'll have Ballers of the Week, NFL recap, preview what's coming ahead. We're doing our Superman cape. We'll have Jared's levels, all those good things. Break down our local teams, Ohio, Cincinnati, Browns, all those things. But we're going to hit you quick with the Sports Blast, brought to you by the Voice of Reason and Body Armor. So just to highlight some of the big news over the weekend, definitely one of the main ones was Juliana Pena in women's UFC taking down Amanda Nunes. Nunes was an 1,100, her money line was minus 1,100. It means she was basically like an 11-1 favorite. Should have taken care of business, but that's the beauty of sports. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. And actually, here's what Juliana Pena had to say following her fight. Of all the doubters and all the haters that thought she could not beat Amanda Nunes, and sure enough, she walked into that ring and took care of business. So she's not surprised.
I was very surprised.
Dude, right? You and a lot of other people, especially the sports bettors, who took a hard loss on that one. So that's definitely some big one. Other big news, we had the Heisman and the rest of the college football award weekend. Let's throw up. And it was no surprise. we all saw this coming was Bryce Young.
Hey, man.
So there's Bryce Young and his fam.
My guy gagged it.
Yep. He's a well-spoken. I liked his speech. Well-spoken.
Bryce
Seems
Young,
like
though.
he's got good folks on his side.
Yeah.
I liked what his dad had to say about
That's beautiful.
kind of mental health and positive self-talk, and continued to reiterate that. So the young man has definitely got a promising career ahead of him. So no surprises there. It was good to see C.J. Stroud-Hutchinson and Kyle Pickett.
Yeah.
So, the 9-hour Heisman
changed
Award
the game
ceremony.
Forever.
Who? Kyle Pickett.
He
Yeah,
changed. He done changed
Yep.
the game. He like Steph Curry. He done
They kind of outlawed that though. They already kind of ex-nated it.
Yep. Well, that's what I mean, the Kyle Pickett rule. So
Now it's like
no
it
longer
wasn't as enforced. Now it's gonna be
Yep.
3
Yeah.
times as much.
and it makes sense. You
can't
can't fake slide because that takes
it was
away.
beastie, though.
That
For
was,
the one time, yeah,
was slick.
That was hard.
I think the biggest surprise was from the Heisman was CJ coming in 4th place. I mean, when you have a defensive end and, like you said, Kenny Pickett out of nowhere, you would think that CJ would have been maybe 2nd, possible 3rd, but 4th. I say that was the biggest surprise. But he's still young. Yeah, Hutchinson came in number 2, but CJ's still young, and the future is promising for that Ohio State. He's going to lose Olave and probably Wilson, but they're going to return stronger than ever. So
We still got Marvin Harrison Jr. over there, so we still got some weapons on the
yeah,
bench.
oh yeah, it's more
we're not
coming
about
in.
to fall off. It's
Nah.
more coming. It's definitely more coming.
Locked and reloaded, so them
Yeah,
boys
it's-
up north enjoy it right now
It's
because we're
always
coming
Buckeye
back.
season around this way, so no matter what's going on, we gonna support them Buckeyes. I know we got a couple of our stars that's not playing in that Utah game, but I feel like we still gonna get the job done. Now Utah been hot and physical, but I got to ride or die with my gang. and
There we
that's
go.
the Buckeyes.
Still got the graphic. I like that. They look sharp. Little
It's
California
just-
vibe.
It ain't
Got a little
what
old
I
school
wanted
feel.
for real.
Dude, yeah. Yep.
Like back when before playoffs, you feel me? When the granddaddy of them all, the Rose
yeah.
Bowl. Like if you couldn't get the championship because only the top 2 really could
Yep.
go, yeah, you would want the Rose Bowl. But nah, this time the Rose Bowl got a little bitter taste. So hopefully we come out and prove a point. Like,
And that's
we should've
that's
been
the
in
expectation around here is national championship. A Rose Bowl is a letdown, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But the old BCS days of the Fiesta Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl, and
there.
Orange Bowl, when they just rotate the national championship through those 4 premier games, I always kind of like that. And speaking of college football, I attended Kansas State University, so I got a little spot for them. And they've got a stud running back this year. Deuce Vaughn was one of 2 All-American first-team running backs. So he's paired up there with the likes of Kenneth Walker III, who is definitely Heisman contender.
Doc Walker winner.
Yep. So Deuce Vaughn may be the second coming of Darren Sproles, who is also a former Kansas State graduate. So looking to see my guy in the future NFL. He's like 5'7", burst of speed. He's really, really fun to watch. So little shout out to Deuce Vaughn there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get hip to him.
Let's see.
Nah,
Other
CJ
quick
had a
rundowns
shaky
was just
6 weeks.
some injuries. Like Kareem
but
Hunt
he
got
lit
banged
it up
up.
against he lit it up against Michigan State though, Justin. It's just if he would have followed that Michigan State dub up with something prolific, we could have, and then with a Big Ten statement too. Like that all went away when we lost to Michigan. So, it's not that he had a shaky 6 weeks. I felt like he was getting hot and he was just starting to rise above the pressure that everybody was putting on him. And then because he did fall to that team, the heat's on. But we'll see how it come next year or in January 1st.
Yes, sir. All right. And just a couple other quick notes was, Lamar Jackson got banged up yesterday. He was out in the second quarter, so Tyler Huntley came in, actually played okay. Browns still got the dub, but Kareem Hunt, ankle injury. George Kittle balled out, set a record for the first tight end in NFL history to have back-to-back games with 150 receiving yards and a touchdown. So shout out my guy. And Will lost the bet. So Will's, you can see the SF on the end of his mic right there. So
He trying
thank
to have
you.
it kind of out the camera a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
right,
kind of
trying to hide
on
that.
the side.
We had the hat bet. San Francisco defeated the Bengals. Will and I went down to the Point Tavern on Riverside Drive and caught about the first 3 quarters.
Before Ryan said he was ready to leave because he figured Cincinnati's going to come back,
Yep.
which they did.
That's right. Yeah, heard it on the way home. So, good little Sunday afternoon. But my guys, 49ers, got it done in an exciting one in Cincinnati. So, That's what I
actually
got
needed
for.
your Bengals to win, man.
Hey, man.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
In the words of the late Dennis Green, if you want to crown them, crown them. They were who we thought they were. We let them off the hook. So that's all it was. But still, we're going to go recap that a little bit later.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, so
That's all I got
Highlights.
for the. Yeah.
quick three rundown. Demaryius Thomas, R.I.P. Demaryius Thomas. That was something tragic. You got actually to do that one first.
Okay.
Because it's a little
Rest in
quicker.
peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Alright.
DT, man.
Give me.
Makes you cherish life a lot more.
Thank you.
Be thankful for life. Every single
only
day is
33.
a moment that we won't get back. So all those little beefs that we got, the city of Columbus right now, we doing all the violence that's going on, man. We need to come together as a community, as a people, to get really, really more tight knit. There's times that we living in, it ain't promised. So R.I.P. DT.
These people done lost their minds out here, man. We had a tragedy last week in the city, and somebody lost some babies. That's tough, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
we got to do better, man.
Everybody got to do better. Everybody got to look in the mirror, including myself. So everybody got to do right.
Yep. All right, so Jared put together a little clip of DT. Demaryius Thomas passed away, so we're going to.
One of the biggest highlights he really known for.
Yep.
Tebow.
All right,
play.
we'll bring it in.
Get some squealers.
No flags, and so here we go.
So,
Fourth
yeah,
and 2.
man, just some quick photos.
Heart rate.
Just some quick
Mike
photos.
Zimmer's-
Some of his kids just living like
He's not bringing pressure.
Team
I don't bring
celebrating
pressure. I
big
wouldn't want
yesterday
Goff
at
sitting in
Peyton
there
Manning.
comfortable.
He
There's
was giving a
Hawkinson
nice
inside.
speech.
Here we
Nice
go.
speech.
Goff from the gun to
That's the quote from the speech. I couldn't get the video clip, but
touchdown.
actually that's his quote. Another one's a statement from the Broncos.
Let me cut this real quick. I think I had the wrong audio on there. All right, we're coming back in one more time. Start it again. There we go.
Yeah, man. R.P. Demaryius Thomas, man. He was only 33. Only
is-
33. He wore that 88 nice, man. Looking like the playmaker himself, because that's what he did. He made plays.
Dude, yeah, and that, 33 years old, that's just, I'm
the Broncos
34, man.
statement.
So, yeah, definitely a heartfelt one in the Mile High City. He meant a lot to that team. I'm an avid listener of Denver sports radio still.
The X
And Ryan
position
Harris,
will
who was
be
a
left
member of that
open.
Denver Super Bowl 50 champion team.
Only 10 men on the
Had a lot of
field
good comments, a
at
lot of
the
good
25-yard
stories.
line.
Just talked about what a good teammate he was, that smile, how he was just
He was a
a
great
good guy.
man.
So,
This play right here,
Don
the
Hussey
ex-receiver
is the
has stayed
referee.
out on the sideline, left
They're
that
going to
open.
take the delay of game.
The coaches that talked about it before the game, they took that penalty.
Ryan Mundy and
And,
Ike
he's gonna
Taylor were
play.
the two back deep.
That ugly pass from Tebow, but he made it work.
And it's a stiff
Stifty,
arm on
Ike
Taylor.
Taylor.
Set him free.
Straight in the mouth.
Yeah, he did. He
It
got
almost,
done like
Jim,
Ike did
had
Tina.
to be a mistake for Ike Taylor to be on the
Yeah.
outside with
at
nobody
that.
helping him inside.
It looked like Metcalf before Metcalf.
But Monday, they've done it so much
Like the
today.
Steelers'
huge
Where both
secondary
safeties
of
near the line
yesterday,
scrimmage,
today, and the future.
Broncos,
Nah, Mika and them was savages, dude. I like
yeah,
Mika.
crazy.
R.P. Demaryius Thomas, man. R.P.
Yeah.
Demaryius Thomas.
For sure. Definitely, had him on a lot of fantasy rosters. And just exciting to watch. I mean, good football player, so.
Well, I just got into the fantasy thing, so I definitely missed that train.
Yeah, a little bit. So, always sad, but, when there's bad news like that, you got to reflect on the good news, the highlights, the positive impact that a person like that made. So, shout out to DT. Rest in peace, my dude.
Yep. And this is also episode 20, so my guys
We'll pick it
wanted
up.
us to put a couple things together to just some quick just some stuff from the previous episodes. Takes that went bad, takes that went good, some silly moments in a hot 3 minutes.
Cool. All right, hit him.
Phoenix
Mute our
is
mic.
making it to the Western Conference
From the
Finals.
beginning.
Minimum.
The AFC North back into alignment because we're not going to be at the bottom. I guarantee that. I bet my whole entire year check that Cincinnati won't be at the bottom of the AFC North next year. Look for somebody like
Y'all
the Steelers. Trevor Lawrence might be something like Jamarcus Russell to me, man. What? I don't fall into the hype of sunshine, man.
What?
Straight up.
Man, you know what? Time out. Hold on. How long have you been saying that about Brady? Is this the first time in a while, or you been saying that for the past few seasons?
Nah, I just see. I mean, the same way you put the asterisks on LeBron. This was a bubble season, man. This was a bubble season.
And that new count, you know, at the free throw line for no reason. You know, that's
This is fans there. What you forgot about fans?
exactly. The fans are what they want.
It's the real playoffs. You know, no asterisks.
I knew it.
Always, man. They always.
You know, they really get to travel to Milwaukee. Then they really got to go back across the country to Phoenix. They're not all just posted up in the same hotel, posting on Snapchat.
But right now, whoever was last shall be first. You know what I
man,
mean?
get into it. Man,
So
go ahead, man, make your case.
Go ahead and get your disrespect.
Go ahead, man, put your cape on. Put your cape on.
13-4, say no more.
13-4.
Say no more.
Where do you see 13 wins at? Show me.
Number one.
We both looking at the schedule.
Week 1.
Heck no.
Week 1.
No.
My man Ryan, go ahead and roll the clip.
It's a clip.
Here we go.
He's a Cincinnati fan after the season is over with.
I like what y'all doing, bro. I like what the Bengals is doing. Y'all just not there yet, and y'all definitely won't be there for week 1. Like, that's for sure.
I'm sure you got a Vikings hat somewhere. I got plenty of these Cincinnati hats,
I got
man.
a Vikings hat at the crib.
Losers got to wear the hat the next show, that Monday. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'll bring them out. let him take his choice.
Oh
man.
my goodness,
You
Willie.
feel me? I want him to have a nice plethora, a
Dude.
nice variety. Let him see which one he wants. Yeah. Like feel like the draft. Here's the dub.
Man, I can make anything look amazing, so it's all good, man. We got the bees on, and it ain't Big Baller Brand.
Bees.
There you go.
All right,
Draymond Green.
as your run the offense, not like your primary scorer, bro, but as far as getting
Look into
everyone.
the camera and say that and be
I'm
for
looking
real.
into the camera and saying that, man. Shout out Draymond, former DPOY.
This guy is talking about Draymond Green play. You got.
They
NBA's
basically.
been going crazy with free agents.
Oh my goodness, my Bulls made moves. My Bulls just made me happy. I think La Coach, La GM, La Play.
It's gonna be a
Herbs doing.
one more time, man. One more time.
You got me messed up, bro. And you left my school for that, bro. Time for when they call for the kicker. Hey, where you at, Joseph? He's still working on his kick. While Justin Tucker right here ready to go in, like Lamar, back up. My kicker's still trying to see if his leg right.
Got the socks on and off.
Got it going on for the whole squad. You know, I ain't gonna say too much about that right now. We seen how that happened. You know, we seen what we did, so.
Oh, they think they slick.
All right, yeah, so we already know it's that week. It's that week. Michigan fans, keep that energy, because I know I'm going to have it next Monday, and I guarantee we getting the dub. So you already know, OHI. Yo, this is That's Debatable. We are That's Debatable, and I'll see you next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving, people. Yo. People know. Acha!
Who the greatest?
Excellent.
That one down, boy.
Very good.
Michigan fans, keep that energy, because I'm going to keep that energy. We'll see y'all next year. Sorry, y'all did get the dub. But, you know how that go. Y'all better hold it down. I got y'all against Georgia. I ain't about to call a Michigan fan this time. But I do got y'all against Georgia. Yeah.
But nice production by my man Jeremiah threw that clip together. That's from the last 20 episodes of That's Debatable. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody that's been rocking with us since the beginning. And we just getting started. We got a lot more to keep going. So continue to rock with us. We see the first special guest right here, my man Nolan. So we got a lot more in store. So continue to like, share.
Definitely.
Thank you for being a part of this show.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well said, Will.
Oh, man. Anything, what y'all remember? Anything? Many memories? I mean, it's only 20 episodes, but hey, I ain't even know we'd make it to 20. Who knows?
Right.
Anything could happen. But anything,
been a blur.
I don't know, one of your favorite moments is that Draymond Green, which is the first episode, but it was a lot of plenty moments in there that I couldn't get to. It was one when I was talking, then the thing tipped over. I'm like, oh, man, what's going on? Yeah, so it's just all type of stuff, man. It's been fun. It's been great. Oh, yeah. Not to kind of sour the moment or anything, but I was supposed to start off with this.
Yeah.
It is December 15th was one of the tragedies of my life, so I just want to say it ain't the 15th yet. That'll be Wednesday. I
definitely in a way better space, and I'm just trying to keep grinding and just keep moving forward and keep doing what I got to do for my family and my babies. I just want to say, RP Mom Dukes, you already know what time it is, and everybody who know me know who I do this for and who I'm trying to put my name on for it. So we're gonna keep it moving, man. Episode 20, we're gonna keep going up. Hopefully we get to a 50, 100. Hopefully by then, we getting paid for this joint.
Not 5,
paid for
not
this
6.
Trying to start from the bottom, start from the city. At the end, when next thing you know, outside guests is gonna be coming in. So we gonna see how it go, and we might not stay at the school the whole way. Shh, hey Adam, if you hear that, I don't know. We gonna make some plans though. We gonna make some plans. We just it's some stuff we got in the work, man. We just building. Just keep supporting, keep watching, keep sharing, keep liking.
Well said, my dude. Always.
Like I said, keep sharing it for us. Exposure is going to lead to expansion. So the more we can be exposed, the more we can expand the brand.
I'm weak. My fault. All right. So I want y'all to go into next commercials. Get into NFL.
Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna dive right in.
All right,
NFL Week 14.
Hella time. I can say that.
Yeah. Let me find. What am I doing over here? Where we go?
And of course, NFL Week 13 started off Thursday Night Football.
Week 14. Excuse me, that was Week 14.
It was 14.
Yep, we just finished with 14. We got it right on the board.
Yeah, we started Week 14 off with a banger.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, it was 29-0. So
Dude.
I mean, we started off with a banger, and then we just fell asleep. Big Ben decided to tap into 2009.
Beginning of the third quarter, I took my dog for a walk and
Came
blanked on that. I was like, yeah, this one's done.
And JJ had one of them little drops that turned into an interception. Almost looked like Jamar Chase right there.
Wow.
Let him back in the game.
Right.
No, I'm really getting
Okay.
sick. I mean, look, after losing to the Lions, it's been a lot of trolling about this Lions loss. First of all, we beat the Lions, so even telling us that
What are
we
you
lost to the
talking
Lions,
about?
I don't care because we beat the Lions.
When?
Bucko. But
Shout out my dog Golf.
Oh, the same. You remember how he had the first 3 weeks? They lost to Cincinnati.
Really?
They went to Arizona. They lost.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It was
The kid
still those
couldn't
type
get
of
us
times.
there.
He said talk about one of those type
nah,
of
but
wins.
we really beat the Lions.
Moral victories is always counted in Jeremiah's
One
book.
of our 6 wins is a win against the Lions. Of course, one of our 7.
And one of the Lions wins
I mean, that's like
is a Minnesota win.
The division games is crazy. Like the Rams can't. Who y'all lose to? The Niners. Like, come on, man.
All the time.
We ain't about to do that. Y'all got smoked by who? The Browns. Like them division
Hey,
games
man,
is going
we-
crazy. But y'all beat the Steelers twice. We beat the Steelers too. I mean, can we get a head nod for that? The Steelers. Like I'm just saying.
Trying to
I go-
justify
Yeah,
losing to the
last-
Lions.
The last play of the game, I promise, I had to pee. I couldn't watch it the whole time. The whole time, I'm thinking, okay, at least if Big Ben do throw a touchdown pass, which he almost did, they need a 2-point conversion. And if they do get the 2-point conversion, it's overtime. So the whole time, I'm just thinking in the bathroom, it could at least be OT. It could at least be OT. It could at least be OT. I come back, Harrison Smith made a great play because he is one of the better safeties in the game. They need to give my man Hitman Harry his respect. But we did pull out with the dub, and that's all that matters.
That's a fact, man. Fryermuth, that was an excellent ball right in his hands. He had it. Smith just popped
didn't
that
drop
out.
it. Yeah, Smith popped it out.
Cost me
It's not like he
$15.
dropped it.
Hey, shout out to Chase Claypool, man.
Why?
That's who it is, boy.
That
Oh,
boy,
I got dude.
The
come
first down,
on.
that whole entire
Shout
debacle.
out Chase Claypool. He did me a solid. Yeah, young buck.
He be doing
He
things.
made a
focused,
great
man.
catch though. He did moss my guy Pat Pete though.
He didn't do any Steelers fans no favors.
Nah,
Come on, man. That's just
It's
Chump.
going crazy. Juju, Corvette, Claypool, and all his Twitter and Twitch stuff. yeah, it's wild, man. You know, if you bring it back to AB and the locker room videos, so it's going crazy over there. And of course, you know, the quarterback and his scandal, but you know, we ain't gonna tap into that. But I'm just saying, man, it's a lot going over there in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, it's not like he on the hot seat, but
I don't think they respect Mike no more. You seen Big Ben come to the sideline and he get up in Tomlin's face. You see Claypool say what he wants to, get up in Tomlin's face. I think the whole entire, maybe since AB did do what he did by tweeting in the locker room, it kind of took some respect away from Tomlin. But it's definitely like some kind of internal problem that's going on there besides just the way they play on the field. So I would say get well soon, Squillers, but hey, you know I don't care.
Not at all.
all right, but no, that just because we got that dub though, my coach and quarterback and them are still on the hot seat. They both probably still won't be there next year. Make the playoffs or not, it's done. It's done. Zimmer, go with your IG models. I'm gonna keep saying it. Just go do what you do in your off-field time. You know, the Steelers do need a quarterback. Kirk Cousins ain't that bad. You just can't win a Super Bowl with him.
Yikes.
But it is what it is, man. We need new blood. I still stand by that. We just got the job done because it was a quick turnaround. And shout out the Ravens because they took all out of what the Steelers had. And even though they did get on a nice little streak, even if we didn't score any more points, we still would have won 29-28. So I'm happy. And we left 4 points on the board. That dang kicker, bro. Greg Joseph.
Trash.
Bro,
Dude.
I don't know what it is. I like, who's that? Who got a good kicker?
They like to leave kicker.
See, we need a first-round pick.
Tucker?
We need I'm talking about coming out of college. I think the Buckeyes got a good kicker. But we need a first-round pick on the kicker or something.
Yeah,
we really need to scout on special teams.
Taking a first round.
Dude, yeah, there you go.
You don't understand how many games that are in general are lost by kickers. But as a Vikings fan, dog, you talk about the year I probably became a Viking fan is 1998. Yikes. They went 15-1 in the NFC Championship game. Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Randall
Gary Anderson,
Cunningham, and the kicker missed the field goal.
Yeah.
Stop leaving the games in the kicker's hands. I forgot what game.
Or you get a good kicker and put it in
I think I was watching the Bengals where y'all was driving, got all the way down there. Y'all did 2 runs.
Yep.
Got sacked and y'all settled for the kick.
Hey.
But y'all was boom, 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 boom to get down the field, and I don't think that would have ever stopped if they would have kept the pressure on the gas. Like stop, leaving. If you ain't got no Justin Tucker, if you ain't got a
Matthew Prater.
Prater's is good. That's my special fantasy kicker. No, Gay is that's your kicker. That's my fantasy kicker. I'm talking about like Janikowski. I'm talking Vinatieri, them type dudes. Like, man, kickers is
famers.
Bro, man, you don't got Justin Tucker. Like, bro, if you got you a solid kicker, but special teams, like you got to win on all 3 phases. And special teams is kickers is missing extra points, easy chip shots. Like, man, and these not even the most pressurized situations. Get the job done. The kicker thing, it's like it's a kicker. They either need to take away kicks or man, for real. I'm talking about literally heartbreak because of kickers, playoff losses because of kickers. Man, sick of it, for real. That's my Vikings
huge.
Take. That's my Vikings take. Baltimore, Cleveland was a slugfest, kinda. No, yeah.
No, it was.
You know, Lamar Jackson went down. The Superman, he's still gonna try to come back. Baker Mayfield he didn't really perform the best.
He tried to hand them the game.
The job.
Yeah, he did.
That last pick, yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah, almost.
Let's
I don't know
see.
which was his pick or Dak's.
Yeah, times are tough for Baker, but they got the win, and that's Baltimore dropped an important one. Another divisional matchup. Chiefs take care of business. Just nothing going on there. Raiders look asleep at the wheel, 48-9. The other blowout. The New Orleans Saints destroy the Jets, 30-9. Other big ones, Denver. Yeah, Denver getting it done, 38-10 in honor of DT at home. Knocking the Lions off track. Let's see.
Off track? They wasn't on track.
They got that one win, man.
Yeah, they're gonna stick with that one.
Cowboys.
I did have them going 1-16, but they're gonna go 1-16-1.
There you go.
Or 1-15-1.
I know. I always call them a Redskins. Dallas takes care of business. That was just a boring, ugly game. As is the NFC East.
I put my cape on for Dak, and he really didn't perform well. The defense got it done.
We'll get to our capes. I think we all took a big swing and a miss last week. So
no
we
spoilers.
Still
won on my capes.
Let's see the big one. Obviously, we talked about it. My guys get business done here in Cincinnati. 49ers looked all right. Cincinnati defense did a good job of stalling the offense for the most part. They had a good couple runs. Brandon Ayuk's the man.
Oh, my
George
gosh.
Kittle, beast mode. And Cincinnati looked a little rough, but obviously, as we know, overtime. Robbie Gould missed the kick to win the game at the end of overtime. Cincinnati had a good shot either way. So two very evenly matched teams. So a good matchup there. And then let's see.
Cam got benched again. Then he came back in and got benched again. Bro, the end of Cam Newton is a tragedy, and it's sad, bro.
He's gonna
and
end up in the XFL.
And I will never forget. I will never forget the fact that he lost that ball and he stepped back. And ever since that moment, it's been a step back. So I don't get it. It's oh my God, man.
It's rough. The other exciting one,
Tampa. My son's starting to dab. He don't even know what that means. And every time he dab, I think of Cam, and I'll be like, oh my God.
That's funny. The other good one, the overtime game. Tampa Bay and the Bills.
Go.
Tampa Bay, Tom Brady was trashing them. They were up like 23. Josh Allen's the man.
Man, yeah.
Dude can ball. We were firing back and
Ryan,
forth.
you were wrong. I
Yep.
said, never mind. And as soon as you text me back, he literally threw that touchdown pass and he turned up and got me my nice little dub. But I was going to get the dub anyway.
Right. That was a great game,
That was
though.
a great game.
Yep.
I mean,
Bills.
The moral victory thing, y'all say y'all don't do that, but that's a moral victory.
At least they kept fighting because at halftime the Bills had been trending down for
not
about 10 quarters, 2-3 games.
8 and 5.
They've lost 3 of their last 4. Yeah. That's a tough one, obviously, but
starting
at least they showed up and didn't give up and just get beat by 25 and chalk it up to Tom Brady. At least they showed some grit. They got to get that run game going, man. They're going to be. It's going to be rough going without it. Moss and Singletary ain't doing nothing.
I mean, with the last name Moss, you got to be a wide receiver.
Matt Breida, yeah, nothing doing there. So Tampa Bay gets the win again. Tom Brady's looking like Tom Brady doing his thing.
Touchdown 700. Just for the game.
Just
Goats.
Bananas. And that was, who was that? Brashad Perriman?
Yeah.
They caught it. That was his first target all game.
First target all game. 4th catch of the year. Practice squad guy. Shout out him. Yeah, do your thing for the practice squad guy.
That's why he's a GOAT, because he finds people like that and gets it done to win a game.
Just step back in the pocket, let it go. Off to the races.
But, shout out to him,
like that Demaryius Thomas play.
Yards after catch, dude got it done.
Yeah.
And then last night, Aaron Rodgers clearly owns the Chicago Bears.
Oh, they did
45-30.
I was rooting for Justin. Not even because of just the root against the Packers type, but I'm like, bro, this dude is really just. Because after watching CJ, I'm like, bro, this was just my quarterback, and I low-key miss you.
For sure.
I low-key miss you. He could have came back for another year, but no, he's solid where he at. Yep. He gonna after Nagy get up out of there.
Dude, yeah, that was a great game though.
Yeah, that shows you right there. That game last night shows why I have them ranked so high. In my top 10.
Still doesn't tell me they're better than Cardinals.
With them having that electrifying offense the way they do, the defense may struggle a little bit, but the way that Aaron Rodgers can drive downfield and put points up within. At one point, he had a 48-second drive. So at any point, not to leave Aaron with the ball in his hands for too long. So that NFC, them top 3 teams, it's going to be tough. But between Arizona and Green Bay, they're going to solidify whoever's going to stay home.
And Tampa, because Tampa is only with 3 losses as well, so they all right there.
Yep.
Now, depending on what the Cardinals do tonight, depends on what the Cardinals do tonight for them to keep that spot.
It's in Arizona.
But that's clearly the best teams in the NFL. They went out and put up points this week. Kansas City 48, Green Bay 45, Tampa Bay 33. That's kind of what it comes down to. You got to be able to score points. Defense wins championships, but on the flip side of that, at some point you got to be able to put up points and score.
Yeah, got to be able to run the ball.
And that, that takes us kind of straight into tonight of we should see some points. There's some COVID news. I'm excited to see DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler get on track. I'm a big Matt Stafford fan. I felt bad for the dude stuck in Detroit for years. He's got a cannon.
Was he stuck in Detroit, or was he in Detroit by choice? That's the question.
There you go. That's up for debate.
No, that's debatable.
We'll debate that later. But
he'll get his chance to prove it.
We'll let our man Rishard Nolan, the co-host, we brought him in to highlight the Rams and Cardinals tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you got? Give us.
It's a big game for us. We've been beating up on bums all year. I need some revenge on the get back. So,
speaking of revenge, you got that pick?
Oh, sorry, I do.
They've been beating up on bums, but they've been taking a blow here lately. From when they had that
Everybody
Tennessee
that
run.
Since that bye week, it ain't been looking good for the Rams.
Ever since they acquired the likes of young Odell.
Ever since they got him.
They picked up Odell and then Tinseltown, and then Von Miller was around that same time. That team has been, they've been exposed.
There's a lot of weird stuff.
I think Von Miller gonna go off tonight though. I think this is his. I think this is his welcoming party.
Up now?
Yeah.
All right.
It might be a repeat of this.
Don't blame me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We caught you.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's what happened last time. What was the bet?
Oh man.
What was it, a point bet? 17 days?
Yeah,
17
it's
days?
a point spread bet, you know.
So
This my guy, Dre. Me and him bet every time we play, so we got another point spread bet tonight.
So the Rams fan had to change his avatar to the Cars logo, bro. That's rough. That's like rocking a Niners
almost
flag
a
on your
month.
leg.
Had to pull that. I screenshotted that.
17 days?
They like
Damn.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a nice-
17.
that's nice
That's
right
a
there.
good. I like that.
That's good.
Change your avatar.
I had to do that. I screenshotted that the day you posted that, so
Nice.
no lie. I knew I was gonna be able to use it one day.
And the internet, man, come back to haunt you.
Undefeated.
It all works. It all works. But the Rams, the Rams definitely need to bounce back. Matthew Stafford in a big game.
It's all on Stafford. It's all on Stafford tonight.
And tonight the Rams have got Jalen Ramsey's got COVID and Tyler Higbee's out too.
Henderson, Havenstein.
So I'm gonna ask you right now. I mean, Matt Stafford to me had Megatron, and what makes
Reggie Bush?
You know, I mean, whoever you want to put in that Lions uniform, what makes Matt Stafford any different than what he was in Detroit to where he is now under? I guess because he has Sean McVay, or what makes him any different?
Nothing's different. He's a great quarterback.
My thing is, this is all on McVay. This is McVay's move he wanted to make. This is McVay's quarterback he wanted. This is all handpicked exactly for McVay. So if it don't work out, I more think it's more on McVay than it is Stafford, because everybody know what Stafford is. He's risky, got an arm, can throw from every angle like everybody says.
I wouldn't use the word great quarterback. I would use the word talented.
Yeah,
quarterback.
talented.
Because he's still in his. See, now the thing is, he's so talented. They believe in him, but he almost Kirk Cousins. His playoffs. What has he done in the playoffs? He hasn't done anything in the big games. And in the Detroit,
how many times has he made the playoffs?
That's the thing, though.
Once.
If you're that guy, I think he made the playoffs twice, and he's 0-2. One
to the Cowboys on that week pass
but they
interference
also
call.
fired the one coach that got him to the playoffs. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Detroit. You know, they got the knee biter
So
coach
is
now.
Barry Sanders not great because he never got the Lions to the playoffs?
I mean, Barry Sanders is great.
Different
but
conversation.
Stafford is definitely not in that Barry Sanders.
Well, I mean, right.
I mean, like, the only thing about Stafford is, can he get it done in the big one? Can he get it done in the big one? And so far, outside of the Bucks game, I want to say he didn't show up. He didn't show up against the. He didn't show up against the Niners or the Cardinals
or the Titans.
The Titans.
Every team that's in the playoffs,
the
basically.
Titans, or the Packers.
49ers ain't show up against them either.
Now, he looked like Detroit Lions Stafford versus the Packers that game now. And, you know, Devontae Adams trolled with the whole, Odell, you ain't getting my jersey. You should have came over here. Like, it's a lot that the Rams got to prove. Their roster's built nice, but does McVay got his guy, and can Stafford get it done in the big games? Tonight is a big game. And
I think this is our biggest game of the season, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely the biggest game that y'all got left. Are y'all still in contention for the division, or?
Yeah, we got to win tonight, and we went out, and they hope they lose.
Rams are the top wild card spot at the moment.
At the top, yeah, we fifth right now. Cowboys is fourth.
Excuse me, I meant fifth. That's what I meant. Not fourth, because there's 4 divisions.
They'll play the Cowboys, so they might have a win. Luckily, them.
I want to play the Cowboys, actually. Not even gonna lie.
Who doesn't want to play the Cowboys?
Everybody wants to play
Cowboys
the Cowboys.
fans still in here? If not, oh well. But
Adam Dell thinks he's going to jump in for Packer Week.
Yeah,
See about that, bro.
Yeah.
I make sure to talk trash on the Packers in every group chat we got.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a lot of cheese, a lot of vomiting emojis.
Cheese, man.
That's my thing.
Score predictions tonight. Do you know what the line is?
I'm gonna say they got them by 4. I want to say it's minus
Cardinals
4.
by 4?
I want to say it's Cardinals by 4. Yep.
I'll take a peek when we get a break. Yep. That sounds about right. Score predictions tonight. Where is it?
It's
LA?
in Arizona.
It's in Arizona.
Okay.
In the toaster oven.
All right, boys. Scores.
Give Rishard the first go at it. You know who he rolling with, though.
You already know who I'm rolling with. I think it got to be low scoring for us to win, seeing that we ain't got our offense is basically COVID protocoled out, and defense got to come to play. So I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 20 Cardinals, 24 Rams. I'm gonna go 24 Rams.
All right.
20 Cardinals. Yeah, I mean, I want it to be 60 for real, but I know that ain't happening.
I might get a little bit of that 17
Scores?
days back. At least win about 14. But I want the Cardinals to stay hot, man. And I want a high-scoring game tonight. I'm talking
Over-under is 51.
over under 51. That's the total of both scores.
Yep.
So that means they got them each 25, 24, somewhere around there.
27-24.
Last score was 37-20, but it was a lot of turnovers in that game, I think. So I'm going to just go. Kyler going to have at least 3 tuds on the. So I'm going to say 31-28 Cardinals.
It's close to where I was going. So, on behalf of That's
Rams
Debatable, I want to just go ahead and slide this L right over to my man Shard real quick. Arizona, I got him for 38-24, the Rams. So if it was in LA, maybe, but I just think that defense and Kyler coming back in, reasserting himself.
17 in LA, though.
So D-Hop, even though the Rams have beaten Arizona, I think 7 out of the last 8 times, I believe that's what the
This is the
stat
first time they beat us last time in 4 years.
So I think that they riding hot right now. They trying to get that 1 seed to solidify them for a home field advantage out of the playoffs. So I said take that L tonight and take it in stride, and good luck next week.
It's hard to take an L in stride. All right. Cardinals Rams tonight.
He said 31-24 Rams.
34-21.
I'm gonna go Arizona 30.
It's a lot of Bucks and Packers fans.
It's a lot of bias right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of Bucks and Packers fans want the Rams to win.
Yeah, so nah.
I'll take it though.
Yeah, I got the Rams. I mean, I got the Cardinals though.
Yep, Cardinals 30, Rams 30-23. That's what I'm gonna go.
I would also like to see if Matthew Stafford can't get over the hump though. Because, I mean, I like him. I wouldn't have minded, a swap between Kirk and Matt, myself. Him and Justin Jefferson would have been nice. Him and Jason would have been nice. He could have formed something with Thielen.
I think with no Ramsey, I think you really lose something big because now you got Zach Ertz that's out there. You got Hopkins. A.J. Green may come back and get in one of those retirement type of games. So I think this is what, second game back?
Yeah,
so he's definitely coming for some head hunting, prime time game, national
didn't really
TV.
Do much last week, but he did enough last week in his return. Yeah. Oh, shit. He was baller of the week though. But yeah, man, that's that. See what your Rams do, Shard. We will see. We will see. This will be put up. So
I think Byron forgot the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Byron definitely forgot the 2020 NFC Championship game, but y'all also touched us in that game. That's also the year we kept y'all out the playoffs.
That's the year we lost Super Bowls. Bad year for everyone.
That's because bro didn't make that throw, man.
That is not it.
Garoppolo got hit Sanders. He got hit.
I know.
He got hit E-Man. He
missed him by a yard like the 3 previous drives when the Niners just ran the ball or threw. There's a lot more to it than just that pass. Play calling. The Niners can't blow a 15-point lead like that.
Kyle Shanahan might really be afraid of the big.
Same thing. All right. We're going to jump to a quick commercial break. We'll get our notes together when we get back. We'll do Ballers of the Week.
Play the
what you want?
The highlight thing.
What highlight thing?
Ours for the commercial.
You want ours? All right.
Yeah.
You got it. All right, that's debatable. We're going to throw you folks to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in about, 3.5 minutes?
Y'all still ain't made it to a Super Bowl.
Phoenix is making it to the Western Conference Finals. Minimum.
the AFC North back into alignment because we're not going to be at the bottom. I guarantee that. I bet my whole entire year check that Cincinnati won't be at the bottom of the AFC North next year. Look for somebody like the Steelers. Trevor Lawrence might be something like Jamarcus Russell to me, man.
What?
I don't fall into the hype of sunshine, man.
What?
Straight up.
Man, you know what? Time out. Hold on. How long have you been saying that about Brady? Is this the first time in a while, or you been saying that for the past few seasons?
Nah, I just see, I mean, the same way you put the asterisks on the Browns, this was a bubble season, man. This was a bubble season.
And that new count, you know, at the free throw line for no reason. You know, that's
This is fans there. What you forgot about fans?
exactly. The fans are what they want.
It's a real playoffs. You know, no asterisks.
I knew it.
Always, man. They always.
You know, they really get to travel to Milwaukee. Then they really got to go back across the country to Phoenix. They're not all just posted up in the same hotel. Posting on Snapchat.
But right now, whoever was last shall be first. You know what I
Get
mean?
into it. Man,
So
go ahead, man, make your case.
Go ahead and get your disrespect.
Go ahead and, man, put your cape on. Put your cape on.
13-4, say no more.
13-4.
Say no more.
Where do you see 13 wins at? Show me.
Number one.
We both looking at the schedule.
Week 1.
Heck no.
Week 1.
No.
My man Ryan, go ahead and roll the clip. It's a clip.
Here we go.
He's a Cincinnati fan after the season is over with.
I like what y'all doing, bro. I like what the Bengals is doing. Y'all just not there yet, and y'all definitely won't be there for week 1. Like, that's for sure.
I'm sure you got a Vikings hat somewhere. I got plenty of these Cincinnati hats, man. Losers got to wear the hat the next show, that Monday. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'll bring them out. let him take his choice.
Oh
man.
my goodness, Willie.
I want him to have a nice plethora, a nice variety. Let him see which one he wants. Yeah. Like feel like a draft. Here's the dub.
Man, I can make anything look amazing, so it's all good, man. We got the bees on, and it ain't Big Baller Brand.
Bees.
There you go.
All right,
Draymond Green.
as your run the offense, not like your primary scorer, bro, but as far as getting
Look into
everyone.
the camera and say that and be
I'm
for
looking
real.
into the camera and saying that, man. Shout out Draymond, former DPOY.
This guy's talking about Draymond Green playing. You got.
They
NBA's
basically.
been going crazy with free agents.
Oh my goodness, my Bulls made moves. My Bulls just made me happy. I think lil coach, lil GM, lil player.
It's gonna be all.
Herbs doing. What we play that?
One more time, man. One more time.
You got me messed up, bro, and you left my school for that, bro. Time for when they call for the kicker, hey, where you at, Joseph? He's still working on his kick. While Justin Tucker right here ready to go in, like Lamar, back up. My kicker's still trying to see if his leg right.
I got the socks on and off.
Got it going on for the whole squad. You know, I ain't gonna say too much about that right now. We seen how that happened. You know, we seen what we did, so.
Oh, we get this lick. All right, yeah, so we already know it's that week. It's that week. Michigan fans, keep that energy, because I know I'm going to have it next Monday, and I guarantee we getting the dub. So you already know, OHI. Yo, this is That's Debatable. We are That's Debatable, and I'll see you next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving, people. Yo, people know. Acha!
Who the greatest?
Tomorrow.
Oh, so, you know what? I ain't even. Didn't you just go out there? Cool.
We back.
We back. I know he should be straight.
You're good. Yeah, little man's cool.
Yeah,
he's laying on the floor in there.
All right, on the phone. All right.
We got the little man. Jared's got his kid King
Yeah,
up in the
King.
studio.
You already know.
So I just peeked on him. He's over in the other studio. Looks like he's just sleeping, playing on his phone or something. So little man's all good. Welcome back, gang. We are here for Ballers of the Week. We always like to follow up the week recap with the Ballers of the Week. We talked a little bit about who got it done.
I realized I stole that from Wildin' Out.
Nice. All right. Hit me with...
Well, since my guy went first, you know, my baller of the week, big baller man. Yes, sir.
There you do.
Dalvin Cook himself, you feel me? 27 carries, 205 yards, the second running back in Vikings history to go over 200 yards. Because, you know, we also had one of the all-time greats, Adrian Peterson, who actually recently just scored his sixth touchdown. The only running back to score 6 touchdowns on 6 different teams. So yeah, the running back lineage is great. I wish we could draft great quarterbacks. Like we could draft running backs and receivers. I don't know how we could draft skill players, defensive players. We could do all of that. We just can't get the quarterback right. We'll see if we ever could get a look at Kellen Mond. You know, knock on wood, but I need Kirk Cousins to go into protocol. Sorry. But 227 carries, 205 yards, 2 tutties, and he was just running Rishard all over the Steelers. Now, I actually thought he was going to be the reason why he was my baller, a little biased as well, but he wasn't supposed to be playing. Made the decision to play. He got cleared that morning.
Yep. And
he's like, nah, my team, Adam Thielen went down and my team need me. Justin Jefferson wouldn't have just been enough. So with the dynamic back in the backfield, that give Kirk Cousins room to operate. So
makes Cousins look good. Dude got it done.
Man.
It did not look like his shoulder was hurting at all. He took some big
he had
pops
taped
too.
up. Yeah, he took some big licks, but he ran all over him. He styled him in his
That's what he do. He's a stud.
That boy's special. I'm happy I got to see him live.
Dude, yeah, that's cool. All right, baller of the week for Jer was Dalvin.
How you want to do the clips? You do the quick clip?
Yeah, bump.
Do the quick clip. Just a quick clip.
All right, what you want to see? Let me pull
this for Dalvin Cook. Yeah, then
baller of the week.
Pull everybody's clip for.
I got you.
Yeah.
Where Dalvin?
This is a quick little one of the better runs of the night.
All right, Dalvin.
Phoenix
The Steelers
is making it to the Western Conference.
Here's Cooks bouncing in end zone. What a start! Touchdown Vikings.
Be at the bottom. I guarantee that. I bet my whole.
My guy.
I mean, the running back, right, for sure.
Yeah, man, he's good.
A great running back, at least my entire fandom. Because I even like Michael Bennett back in the day.
Fair enough.
Rob Smith.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That was at the beginning, though. So
let's see.
I didn't really get to see him all like that.
All right, Big Will, since I
He
got
was
you
definitely on the
next.
team with Carter and Moss. Like, how do we
all right, Will, who you got?
I have to roll with the guy that's making the Green Bay Packers look like they're on the way to L.A. 29 for 37, 341 yards, 4 of them touchdowns, no INT. Chicago couldn't get close, man. 141 QBR. Something about Aaron Rodgers. We thought he wasn't going to be there at the beginning of the season. And ever since they came back from losing to New Orleans that first game of the season, I don't see anybody slowing this guy down, man. He's on a pace
to. It's a guy down in Florida that got something to say about that.
Yeah, I'm ready to see them two duke it out.
I mean, I already saw it, so.
This year gonna be something different.
I mean, that NFC Championship, another NFC Championship loss. You know, this time we got the home field. It didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think that really matters. Somebody coming into Green Bay, I used to think that mattered with the frozen tundra and that aspect of it. But I think everybody has heat warmers and, new gear and all that other stuff. I don't think the frozen tundra really, it doesn't hold its fear factor like it used to.
Yeah, all right. Dude, I don't know, man. It's pretty tough to go into Green Bay and get anything done.
I've seen teams do it. So
I mean, I ain't gonna argue.
I mean, 1-4 in the NFC Championship game. 8-9 in the playoffs since the Super Bowl. I mean, it's a lot of myth with that Packers that come with just the Lambeau aura, or like whatever you want to call it, just from back in the day. It's the Lombardi. They had Lombardi and all that stuff. So.
Hey, if it was ever a year for them to do it, I think this is the year for Green Bay to get over that hump. They starting off fine. They look good in the backfield. Looks good with Jones. It's not too much that they can't do. It's, like I said, between
the defense stepping up.
Defense, it's every once in a while. Yesterday it wasn't too good, but like I said, when you can have your defense not playing at its best and still have Aaron Rodgers come and put points up. And you get the California kid to come back to California for the Super Bowl. Like I said, it's in L.A. this year, so I got my money right now on Green Bay.
Yeah, their defense is rolling. Their secondary is stout. What is it? Rasul Douglas, who had his second pick six in a row. Rasul Ghul, Batman Begins, Liam Neeson, bad guy. Yeah. So anyway, their secondary is bad. Jair Alexander's coming back a couple weeks, so look out. They're only getting better. Yeah. My man Adam Dell's going to be proud. Going to be happy to hear that.
You see them boys in a couple weeks. I'll pull out some more cheese.
Let's hope so. All right, Will, we got all the Aaron Rodgers touchdown passes. Let's see what we got.
Phoenix is making it to the Western Conference.
Touchdown.
Minimum.
Alan Lazard.
The AFC North back into alignment because we not going to be at the bottom. I guarantee that. I bet my whole entire year check that Cincinnati won't be at the bottom of the AFC North next year. Look for somebody like
That was the one after the kick return.
me, man.
That one right there, I think, was
Sunshine, man.
the one that took the head off of Chicago. There wasn't too much they could do after
How
that.
long have you been saying that about Brady?
Get away from that. All right, let me go back. Let me redo this real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to drop all these in as we go.
Phoenix is making it to the Western Conference.
Touchdown.
Minimum.
The AFC North back into alignment because we not going to be at the bottom. I guarantee that. I bet my whole entire year check that Cincinnati won't be at the bottom of the AFC North next year. Look for somebody like
Chris Collins was
gone for sure. Lawrence might be something like Marcus Washington. I don't fall into the hype of Sunshine.
He made it look cool. Like, he
Straight
made
up.
it look cool. He too busy be trying to look cool. That's why he won't win.
That was a good college worth impersonation there, Ryan.
What's the problem? I want to look like John Wick for Halloween.
Like, how old
I
are you, man?
just see.
This
was a bubble season, man. This was a bubble season. And that new count, you know.
Neo. That's real, man. Somebody help
Keanu
me.
Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Aaron Rodgers want to be Keanu.
Speaking of, baller, Keanu might be my baller of the week in 2 weeks after the Matrix Resurrections come out. Holla.
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited for a movie.
They finally recycled that. I
Dude,
hopefully
here
it's going to be good.
Here I am, just another sap like I'm eating up the remakes, but the Matrix is different than 25 different
As an
Marvel movies.
adult mind now, because like when you watch it as because you got to think we were younger kids maybe when it came out. In my case, I was a kid, so I didn't quite understand. I didn't understand red pill, blue pill if it wasn't for a meme, because that meme is all over the place.
Right, yeah.
So like to watch it with an adult mind, that would be even better. Like that's what you got to go back and watch stuff. You got to go back and listen to stuff. You might have missed something. You never understood something.
Sound like a Netflix and chill weekend coming up real soon.
They ain't on Netflix yet, but I do remember that. I was like,
I think it is only
I
coming
think I was a
out
junior in high school when the third one came out, and I remember the final scene with the architect when he goes in there and they're talking about they explain the whole movie, and I just flew over my head. So it took me 10 years later to watch it again. Anyway, Matrix Resurrections, December 23rd. I guess we're plugging movies now.
It's only because the quarterback looked like dude.
Dude, right? He do though. They call that a segue. Aaron Rodgers looks like Keanu Reeves. We're talking about the Matrix. All right, here's see if I can make a segue out of that. Neo stops bullets. The Tennessee Titans defense certainly stopped all of the bullets from Trevor Lawrence. They are my ballers of the week. The Tennessee Titans squad.
Definitely switched it up with that one.
4 interceptions. Let's see. Trevor Lawrence was 24 for 41 for 184 yards. That's an average of like 4.3 yards a pass. The Jaguars ran 8 running plays for 8 total yards. Held them to less than 200 yards, 4 picks, 3 sacks. Skunked the Jags at home. Beat down.
All right. Do you walk back your take of Sam Darnold, Jamarcus Russell?
No. Why? Lawrence hasn't done anything.
So far,
he hasn't done much to show that.
Unfortunately.
And I like Lawrence, but he ain't done nothing.
I blame his coach more so than him.
Whether you want to blame the coach or blame the guy that's on the field making those throws, yeah, he lost his number one weapon. I thought that was going to be his number one, his boy.
Sharp.
Nah,
ETN.
not even DJ. ETN.
Oh, yeah, ETN, yeah.
He lost him at the beginning, and DJ he lost him too. So it has been a tough year, but I think it was, and I don't really mean to compare him to Jamarcus Russell that way. I just knew the hype was going to be more than what he was going to produce. The hype was for him to come in, and it was for him to come in and have like they were going to make the playoffs this season.
Right.
They have a new coach, they got a new quarterback. It hasn't been anything.
Number one pick, new coach, reuniting this and that,
crazy?
blah blah, all the hype.
How long ago was 2017, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it was so long ago, right? Saxonville. They literally, from Saxonville,
that was in
they
2017.
Gave away from going Ramsey to LA to Bouye to, I want to say he went to Denver or the Chargers, but
Calais Campbell.
Yep, went
to the Ravens.
Yeah, They went everywhere.
The best defense in the NFL that was ready. That They were ready to build that franchise
they
off the
really
back of
did
that
that.
defense.
Gardner Minshew.
And they did that
Minshew mania.
all to basically get Trevor.
Right.
So you talk about severing for Trevor, and now Trevor is severing. This is sad. But they're going to get it together. Now, it's a lot of stuff going on with Herb. Now, this ain't even about the Jags, but since, the Titans did this to the Jags and because of your statement, I would like to touch on that just a little bit. I don't think he's going to be a bust, man. I still think he's going to be great. Talent's there. They just got to keep
It's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while because they gutted everything. They still have plenty of picks from all the moves that they made.
Oh, yeah.
So, and their record is still trash. They don't need a quarterback now. They could probably draft them a solid lineman, solid receiver. Heck, Olave could be there. I'm pretty sure Meyer's going to try to do something with the Buckeyes. So we'll see how it goes. And hopefully Urban could get at least a second year, and he'd do better than second.
I don't think Urban wants a second year. I don't think he wants to be, an NFL guy. I think he tried it out, see what it felt like, say he did it, but
he's only like 6 months into it.
It's just year one. He can't just
even
bail.
a test drive.
Cause like I said that one time.
I get what you're saying, Will, but doesn't he need at least 1 year to get a feel?
How does Zach Taylor look year one?
That's true. Ain't
he 0-23 when he behind in fourth quarter, headed into the fourth quarter?
We getting off track here. We talking about Urban.
That's a real stat.
But it's real. Zach, and if it holds true, Zach did take. This is his third season, and finally he's getting the guys that he's drafted. A couple of those, the
didn't look
picks.
good his first year.
You get a couple of those low lottery picks. You gonna get the best out of the draft. So eventually, you do want to see a turnaround. But I just knew right now, coming out of this draft, it wasn't going to be Trevor Lawrence and them. That conference that they're in kind of makes it a little bit better, but. Not really.
This conference still tough because I like the Colts. Colts is in the playoffs right now.
Titans
and the Titans. Once they get that guy back, and they still obviously they're still tough. But once they get their actual their guy back, but that's not till next year. But they're gonna get the king back till next year. But yeah, man, I don't think he's gonna be a bust. The Titans did look good though. Then you switched it up with that one. Shout out to the Titans for being ballers of the week.
Yes, sir.
Of week 14.
All right. So, back to my ballers of the week, the Tennessee Titans. Yes, sir. I've got that on my notes here. Ended Trevor Lawrence's career. And they didn't. That's hyperbolic. But dude's going to be seeing it, man. He's probably going to be having some nightmares of that. But it's also a good point of this is why the Tennessee Titans are still one of the best teams in the NFL, even without Derrick Henry, even without A.J. Brown, even without Julio Jones, most of it, even without a running back that you can name. Still taking care of business. Like Jer always says, don't play with your food. Shut them down. Get them out of there. Move on. 20-0. Titans did it.
Yeah.
That's my baller of the week.
Oh, you got that clip of the Titans?
Oh, yeah.
They was just celebrating a shutout for real. Man, because it ain't easy to just professionals, teams, it ain't easy to do that at all, man.
Let's see how this goes.
Phoenix is making the team.
Shut up! You got that goose head, baby. That goose head. Yup.
AFC North back into alignment because we not going to be at the bottom.
at the crib. Let's get it.
I bet the whole entire year check
That's how you do it.
Cincinnati won't be at the bottom of the AFC North next year.
All right. Okay.
It's all good, man.
Let's see. All right, Rishard, you got a baller, don't you?
Unfortunately,
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I gotta pick this whiner, but I'm gonna go with George Kittle.
A man.
Grown man for real. He basically lit Cincinnati up single-handedly. 13 receptions, 151 yards. He had a tutty as well.
Big catch.
I had both games on, actually. I was watching the Bucks and the Bills, and I was watching the 49ers and Bengals at the same time, and I was more interested in the 49ers-Bengals game. It was just better. Yeah, it was
more entertaining down the stretch for sure.
Yep. All right. And Kittle lit them up.
Yeah.
Let's see. He had, I don't know how many first downs, but he had the clutch fourth down conversion. At the end of the game, he had the clutch third down conversion.
False start. He bounced back with a big play. That's what leaders do.
Special teams, as my man Jeremiah said earlier, the special teams cost us. Fumbled on 2 punts. That costs. You can't do those type of things when it's coming down to December. It's the time where you can't make any mistakes or you're going to get crucified each and every time. So If you want to crown him, crown him. Kittle did what he did, but and the referees took a touchdown away that was a touchdown.
Chase, that would look like it was a touchdown.
I.e., it was like the Dez,
it wasn't right
with Dez.
It wasn't
Dez
like
caught
that.
Dez caught it. But, yeah, man, both teams had a lot riding on that. The Niners might have locked up the 6th spot with being the only team above 500 for real.
There you go. There's the man. Drag that from Twitter real quick. 101, and I ain't talking about that catch. Man, how about that for an athletic 6'6", 200 and what, 750 pound out of Iowa. Boo, Iowa. But anyway, that catch to seal the game, leaping. I mean,
looks like Gronk except faster.
I think he's the best in the game.
He's just like Gronk. They stay hurt.
Yep.
Right.
And that man,
that's
dude.
That's because he's so physical, though. They so physical. They out there literally hurting themselves.
And he's a big pro wrestling fan. He's an animal about the ring and WWE and all of that.
He's
and you can see it when he likes to block. He just puts his hands on people and moves them around.
Yeah.
So number one tight end, Kittle or Kelsey?
Give me Kelsey.
George Kittle.
That's where the debate lies, folks.
Right. That's a good. We'll have to have that. Let me clear
underrated. Mark Andrews is underrated.
Mark Andrews is underrated.
Very underrated. Of course, Kittle and Kelsey's, and what's my man's
Waller.
name? Yeah, Waller. Them is really the top 3 of the crop, but
CJ Uzomah.
There you go.
He always open for some reason.
Get
I don't
out
understand
of
why.
Dude, Gronk, man. Gronk is still one of the best in the league.
Because they got the receivers. They're more about Chase and Wiggins. I mean, not Wiggins. Higgins.
Andrew Wiggins. Yeah. All right, Ballers of the Week. We got it done. George Kittle is the man. You heard it here first. Well, not first. I'm just going to reiterate. All right. Let's see. Now we are going to jump right into the big man, the Bengals fan. Our professional NFL analyst. He's the rankings guru. He's the statistician. He's the mind behind Will Ward's top 10 NFL power rankings each week.
Will Ward's top 10
Oh,
or
my
Jared's
dude.
levels? That's debatable.
Boom.
Hey. Been doing my homework because I take a lot of flack here every single time I do these top 10s.
Look, we can just isolate you, Will.
A lot of gut punches I take once I do these top 10s. But so I made sure I did a little bit of research on this one, made sure I got them right. And, still going to be relaxed with the feet up, paraplegic style.
Make sure you got them right, huh? I bet Jared's going to have something to say about that. So, Big Will, let me hit you with number 10. What's up, King? How you doing, little man?
I'm live, son. What do you want? Go down there. Cold as...
You good? You got it?
You know that. It's on the door.
We're going to bring him back. Cute little kid on cam.
He just got a first cut, too. Maybe I would. Hey, and just like at the crib, you forget to shut the door. Like, bro.
He's all right, dude. We need some ventilation in here. You're good. I'll get you.
Gotta make a scene.
So we're going to start with number 10 here.
Number
Number 10, starting off with tonight. It's one of tonight's opponents.
Dang it.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the team that's the home team tonight. That's going to be at home, at number 10.
Nope. No, sir.
So at number 10, it's the LA Rams. Like we already said, no Higbee, no Ramsey, no end in sight. In the last 6 games, they're 3-3. But if you look at those 3 wins, who are they against? The Lions, the Houston Texans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in those 3 losses, you get beat by Green Bay, you go to San Francisco and get smashed, and you let an AP come in, Adrian Peterson, who hasn't played since who knows when, and get a 28-16 victory. So those boys are starting to move, trend in the wrong direction. Like I said, since they've acquired Von Miller and they got Odell Beckham, something's wrong. They lost Robert Woods. Cooper Kupp is their last hope. So after tonight, I don't know if they're going to still be in that top 10. So that's why I ranked them there. We shall see. The Rams against Arizona. Tune in. ESPN.
Monday Night Football.
At number 9, it's the other LA team. They weren't ranked last week, but they've been trending in the right direction. They're 4-2 in their last 6 games. They got a win over the New York Giants. They got a win against Cincinnati.
Who's one of them losses to?
Their losses? I
No
guess you want
idea.
to say that it possibly
Probably
could have been
the
to the Vikings if I had to put my hand on it. But we're going to move right on from them, though. At number 8, only reason this team is still here because there has to be somebody that comes out of the NFC least. So it's hard to kick them out because they're potentially number 1 seed in the playoffs. And I don't know where the Ohio State favorite running back, second maybe to Archie Griffin, but Ezekiel Elliott, where has he been?
Missing
He's
person,
been
man.
averaging 45 yards a game, 12 carries, 45 yards. You lose Tony Pollard, and right now you're relying on that defense of Micah Parsons and Travion Diggs. That's the one thing that's going to hold them together. But Dakota Rain, maybe CeeDee Lamb, somebody's going to have to step up to get this team back and moving, getting ready for the NFC playoffs, or it's going to be one of those years where they may get an early exit. So,
whoa. All right. Ezekiel Elliott, rushing yards, starting with week 14 and working back. 45, 45, 25, 32, 41, 51, 50, 69. It's been since week 5 since he's had over 100 yards.
That's what I
That's
said.
when he was my baller of the week.
Where is Ezekiel? Where are you, man? Show back up.
OSU got the best version of him. Sorry, I'm not a Cowboy, so
It continues to hold true. You get the money, you start playing different. So I haven't seen too many ballers
Adrian Peterson was a little
get the money and then you continue to play. Maybe Pat Mahomes, but he got so much, he ain't worried about it. So
Too much to count.
at number 7, I got that team that may have lost their quarterback for a little while, even though they say he's going to be back. He's going to return this Sunday. The Ravens are still struggling. They lost the last 2 games to AFC North opponents. They still have Huntley come in, still go 27 for 38, 270 against the Browns. So they're holding on, but it may not. They may be trending in the wrong direction at the wrong time. So we're going to see what happens, whether Lamar can come back, can get back on track. But an ankle injury for a running quarterback, it can't be too good.
Oh, sir.
So at number 6, got the Tennessee Titans, who, as we already stated, that defense is atrocious. And they have an easy schedule that's going to lead them into the playoffs.
There we go. All right, my bad. Fire away.
And if you going to try to look up some things here, but they held Jacksonville to 8 yards, 20-0. And at this point, they have just a few games left. They have to play, the Squillers coming up, which should be an easy dub. You don't know who you're going to get out of San Francisco. Miami should be an easy win. And then you get the Houston Texans to finish the season off. So
They could be
out of those, out of 4 games, you should come out at least 3-1 if you lose any of them. But that's why they're still at this junction this high on the list. You're still number 1 in the AFC South. So it's looking good for Tennessee. Losing your number 1 running back, who was up until last week, he was still number 3. King Henry was number 3 on the list, and after probably is still number 3.
It's Taylor, Cook, and
Joe Mixon was up there.
Cook and Mixon are literally tied the same amount of yards. But number 2 is.
So at number 5,
got that big game.
those boys, I keep the thing is trending in the right direction at the right time, and that's right now. This is starting to be the time of the playoffs. You're getting your last couple games underneath your feet. So Kansas City defeating their rival, if you want to call them that, 48-9. You don't know if their rivals is the Raiders or the Broncos, whoever it may be in the AFC West. You take your choice depending on which season it is, but they're finally starting to click back again. One of the things that they were struggling from the beginning of the season, we weren't seeing those point totals getting put up. But after yesterday putting up 48 points and the defense holding the Raiders just to 9 points, I think they're trending in the right direction at this point. So number 4, We had the New England Patriots, who they were on a bye week, but the last time we were here, they were getting ready to play the Bills, and we seen how that ended up. And the mind of Bill Belichick is starting to show more. We kept wondering if it was Bill Belichick or was it Brady, and we're starting to see that Bill does have a hand where you can have your quarterback just throw for two completions, 2 attempts, whatever it was.
3 attempts, 2 completions.
3 attempts, 2 completions.
Yep.
So 2 of 3. And you win the
Rookie
game.
of the year. Yeah.
So that defense is standing strong. They've been on a win streak, like an 8-game win streak. AFC leading. This is not even just the AFC East. This is AFC leading team right now.
That GOAT coach over there.
I do believe it's a coach that's over there that you got to stay aware of.
Yeah.
And these last 3
year they had them messed up, and they spent a lot of money in the offseason. They try to get back right. They made the right pick. They cut Cam. And
get rid of Cam. And
it looks like they were supposed to cut Cam. I don't, all that backup stuff, all that backup talk, distraction. Nah, he's like, you're not even going to be here, son. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And from the Patriots to the guy who left the Patriots at number 3, I got.
Oh, what?
Oh, we skipped one.
Yep, my bad. Coming back.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Tampa Bay. They're still at the same.
I'm tired of talking about Tom Brady, so I just wanted to
right.
Number
Yeah,
2.
we got Tampa Bay. He just got the most completions in NFL history, passing to, I think it was Drew Brees.
Yep.
So you got 700 touchdowns. Also yesterday, you got 2 records in one game. So
breaking all types of records. This
Yeah,
season.
completions,
MVP
passing yards,
leader.
touchdowns.
Pick which one you want,
dude.
But then you have. I want to call him. I start calling him something else.
Only 3 losses since that Chicago loss. Comes down. The only 3 losses they came out that bye last year.
Okay.
You got the running back running strong. Fournette running really hard. I mean, he's starting to seem like he's starting to have that LSU back in his blood again. He's starting to seem not what he was in Jacksonville. This is what you thought when you thought of Leonard Fournette.
Yep.
And now you get Mike Evans, and Godwin coming along. They're going to be hard to stop.
Pyramid.
Yep.
You take your choice. Brady always has had a way of making no-name receivers look amazing. So he's continually in year 22, man. It's still crazy.
4-4.
Dude, nuts.
So we got number 2, who's going to be on at probably right about now, the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray and those boys, I think, like I said, with Ertz and D-Hop, Connors, you take your pick. I think they're going to show why they're at number 2 right now. And that defense has been holding strong.
Number 1 record in the NFL.
Yep.
But at number 1, they've been holding in my rankings consistent for a couple of weeks now. I don't see anybody slowing these guys down. It's really hard.
Certainly didn't see it last night. That's for sure.
And yeah, it was a Chicago team, but like Jared said, don't play with your food. Sometimes you can. They started off a little rough, letting Chicago get a couple of good plays and slowing them down. But at a certain point, they put their foot on their throat and went ahead and put the women and children to bed. Went home looking for dinner. So.
And that's the difference between we can get to the Super Bowl and like being in the playoffs is you can go down 21 points or whatever it was, and everybody in that stadium knew that Green Bay's coming back. They know that this is not over. Versus if you get 21 points up on most of the NFL, you can put that baby away. But Green Bay can score in buckets quick. Like we've seen Rodgers do it how many times this year with less than 45 seconds.
But not only did he catch up, they surpassed him and continue to go by. So it's amazing what they have going on in Green Bay right now. I love to see it continue, but that's debatable. I'm pretty sure Jerry and the rest of the NFC North won't want to see.
I mean, he owns the line. He owns the Bears, so I own you. Yeah, he do. And it's the Lions. Who doesn't own the Lions? And then he's the only one versus the Vikings this year. So we'll see him again in a couple weeks and see how that game go. He lost his last 2 games to the Vikings, and actually the only 2 losses in the NFC North that Matt LaFleur have is to the Vikings. So that I own you crap with us is a no.
I got to circle that one on the schedule. You know exactly when that is.
It's we got the Bears next week, the Rams, and then the Packers.
All right, so 3 weeks.
We end with the Bears again, I think.
3 weeks. Circle that one on the schedule.
Definitely gonna circle that one because Byron definitely. Byron had him. You know, I know a lot of Packer fans. I don't know why I know a lot of Packer fans, but I do. Especially Byron's another Packer. I've been arguing with him, Vikings, Packers, since at least freshman year. So we'll see how it go. We'll see in a couple weeks, B. But for now,
Rishard, Jared, what do you guys think of Will's top 10?
Okay, so you already know I'm a poo-poo on the number one team, but not because I'm a poo-poo on them, but because they don't have the best record. They can't necessarily look the best if they don't got the best record. Cowboys, Ravens. I'm with the Cowboys to 10. I just don't like what I'm seeing from them. I put my cape on for Dak. The cape had a little bit of kryptonite on it, but they still got it done. It wasn't enough kryptonite. He was able to, like if you get bit by a zombie, but you could cut your arm off and you ain't a zombie. It was one of them. Ravens, moved him to 9. You had him at 7. Now I got to drop him to 9 because just in case Lamar can't go or if he re-injures himself, it's not going to look good. You had the Rams at 10. I got the Rams at 8. Titans at 7. I just don't believe in the Titans, man. I don't care how many wins they could try to rack up. They shut out Urban Meyer and them. They only got 2 wins. So that you was able to shut them out. That's not easy to do, but until I see your top, you don't got the top guns, Tennessee. So I just keep tightening up, and we'll see if you can win me over. Chargers at 5, Chiefs. Chargers and Chiefs play next week. Big game.
Thursday night.
Chiefs passed the Chargers.
Thursday night.
Yeah, Chiefs passed the Chargers in the AFC West, but the Chargers did beat the first game. That's when the Chiefs were struggling, so we'll see how this rematch goes. Is Justin Herbert here? We will see.
Absolutely.
New England, then after KC, New England, top seed in the AFC, Green Bay at 3, Tampa Bay. Now, Green Bay at 3 with me, that might be a little bit of haterade, but I like the GOAT so much, I'm going to put them at 2. And Arizona with the bet, unless they lose tonight, but it's a good thing we do this show before Monday night. So, right now, they still got the best record in the NFL, and Arizona at 1. Got anything different, Shark?
From what y'all got, I got the Colts in my top 10. They was on a bye, but
I like it.
Who swapped out for the Ravens?
I like Jonathan Taylor. Wentz has not been looking like Wentz from last year at all.
He's looking like MVP before he got hurt.
Defense looked good. Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard, man.
I wish we could trade for him.
Look out.
I got the Chargers 9. I really like Herbert. I want to move him in front of the Cowboys, but the Cowboys beat him, so I can't really do that.
Yep. Good.
I got Cowboys 8, Rams 7. I believe if we played the Cowboys today, we would beat them.
That's true.
Okay.
I got the Titans 6, Pats 5. I got the Chiefs 4. I like the Chiefs defense. They've been stepping up week after week after week after week. Patrick Mahomes is starting to get on his role. I actually have the Cardinals 3. The Bucks beating the Bills was huge for me. So that actually catapulted the Bucks for 2 for me. And then I still think the Packers are the best team in the league. Aaron Rodgers, GOAT. Real GOAT.
Phony GOAT.
Aaron Rodgers, the man, that is not debatable. I like that list. I like you getting the Chiefs up there a little bit.
Even Patrick Mahomes got the most talented arm title now. So there's really no space for Aaron Rodgers anymore.
Until he wins the MVP for the second back-to-back.
No,
there ain't no room for the MVP.
Tom Brady got all the records, all the stats.
There ain't no room for the reigning MVP in the league.
I think Stafford got him in touchdowns. If he throw 4 tonight, I think Stafford will be in 1 for touchdowns.
To lead this season?
Touchdowns, yeah, for this season.
I mean, there's still a lot of games left, and the Bucks got cupcakes left. So Tom Brady got the narrative, he got the A's, and he got the status. And he's coming off a Super Bowl and beating the reigning MVP. He's definitely going to get MVP this year.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah. And plus, you know, Aaron Rodgers and this COVID thing. So, he's going to get.
They're going to hate on him for that.
That MVP is immunized.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Clip that. All right, well, speaking of the best arm in the league, and Rishard, your man, Herbert, who's a stud. And I did not see that coming out of the draft last year. I thought, man, we're reaching, but sure enough, bam. So, Thursday night, How about you two preview the Thursday? That's a big game. Kansas City at Los Angeles Chargers to kick off the NFL Week 15.
That's for the lead in the AFC West as well.
Yes, sir. Take the lead in the division. It's the playoff push. We got 4 weeks left. It's grind time for sure. So
I really like what I'm seeing from the Chiefs, but I'm gonna roll with Justin.
What do you see? Let's see. Kansas City's defense has been stepping up lately. True. How does the Kansas City defense game plan for Justin Herbert, or do they game plan for Austin Eckler?
Here's my question.
What's the focus there? Andy Reid is such a good coach. How do they dissect that offense of the Chargers that's been rolling? Austin Eckler's a stud and Herbert's a stud. Who do they need to game plan for?
They definitely need a game plan, mostly to try to take away. They need to take away Eckler and Watts, those two weapons on the outside, in Allen and Williams.
I got him.
Okay.
You guys take it away.
All right. How many times did you ever go? Yeah. Anyways, they're gonna have to take away the weapons. The Chargers, since the Vikings lost, they finally got back on track, and they look like the team that started out the season. I definitely like the Chargers. Now the Chiefs, they woke up the sleeping giant. I should put my cape on. We ain't at that segment yet, but I should put my cape on for the Chargers because they're gonna need it. Justin Herbert and them got to get it done. But the Chiefs might come out on top. What y'all got?
I don't know if Keenan Allen gonna play or not. He's still in COVID protocol. Yeah, he got to get the 2 negative tests 24 hours back to back. So. I got the Chargers still without Keenan Allen. Like I said, I think Herbert is it.
You said Eckler not playing.
Yeah, I got the Chargers winning probably 34-30. It's always gonna be some points when Herbert and Mahomes is going up against each other.
It's time to see if that Chiefs defense is legit for real. Because I don't really think they played an explosive offense during this whole stretch run. Even when they caught the Packers, it was without Rodgers.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So that wasn't necessarily – and that might have been the best team that they played. Now, the Raiders they shut them just – the Raiders was doing too much. They doing speeches on half on a logo. They did the lap around the stadium last year, so it was definitely the Chiefs was going to come back and stomp them out. But I ain't seen nothing from them.
So y'all both got L.A.
I got L.A.
Yeah, I got L.A.
I'm gonna roll with KC off of the strength of if you're down Allen and you're down Eckler. I think Eckler is more important than Allen because always a run game is going to open up your pass game, and if Herbert relies on that run game, it's going to be tough. And definitely if that defense of the Chiefs is starting to open up and really starting to attack more, be able to put pressure on Herbert. It's going to make it hard. So I hate to always say where it comes down. Like, it's not you home field advantage. It's tough, but if it's an Arrowhead's like playing in Seattle where they have that 12th man. Arrowhead has been known to be loud, to put pressure on opposing quarterbacks and ruin the cadence and stuff like that. So if it's in KC, depending on where it's at, we can look that up.
No, it should be in KC. I think that game really was.
Yeah, it's in LA.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking the Chargers.
So it's in LA.
Chargers ain't got no home fans though.
Absolutely not.
They're worse than the Clippers.
Well, after the Rams tonight, you may see a couple more Chargers jerseys in that SoFi Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Cause we got a bunch of bandwagon fans, so they ready to hop off.
Right.
I can already see it.
Yeah, because that's what happened when they go to L.A. Where is my dang app?
But check in the chat. We just went over L.A. against Chiefs for Thursday night. Who you guys taking? Got to get more of those pick'ems coming in. Gonna get ready to go over might as well do that now while we're waiting for Ryan to come back. Go over week 15 in the NFL. You got KC going up against the Chargers. We just said that one. A Saturday night, you got New England against the Colts. That's going to be really big for the AFC. In the evening game, also on Saturday, you got the Raiders taking on The Cleveland Browns. On Sunday, you got Carolina going into Buffalo, Arizona taking on Detroit, New York Jets going to Miami, Dallas taking on the Giants in the NFC lease matchup, and another NFC East, you got Washington against Philly. So that's going to be both NFC East teams playing each other. That's going to be big. You got Tennessee against Pittsburgh. Houston against Jacksonville. That's going to be for the number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
The tank game.
Cincinnati going to Denver.
Dude, I was gonna say, what you think of that? Will, give us a quick 30
to be
seconds.
honest,
not easy.
Teddy Two Gloves. Yeah, they've been trending in the right direction. I think that, Demaryius Thomas, that emotional type of connection that these players are having right now, they may be feeding off of that right now. So it's not a good time to be going into Mile High. If it was in Cincinnati, I may think it's something different. But, we had San Francisco come in there yesterday and fumbled the ball, literally. So, I'm still going to roll with us just off of the fact that it was mistakes and we have come back in these last couple of games. You've seen it against the Chargers. They come back. You've seen it against the 49ers. They came back, but can't keep doing those little mistakes. Yeah.
That's exactly what you were talking about, Will, when we were watching at the Barts. Tough getting started. Been a second-half team. They showed that last week. But you certainly can't take that into Denver. You're going to have, like you said, they're playing with some grit, some fire. And Denver's got a good squad, man.
Yeah,
Their
Teddy
defense
Two Gloves
is
looking
solid.
good.
Teddy he's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. Really it's those mistakes, limiting mistakes, and they just run the ball, man. And it's December in Denver. It's cold. You run the ball. Williams and Gordon had big games last week, so look to continue that. All right, continue, Will.
So you got ATL going to San Francisco, Seattle taking on the Rams, Green Bay taking on a battered Baltimore Ravens team, and New Orleans going to Tampa Bay. And then Monday night, you got Minnesota going into Chicago for another NFC North matchup. So out of those games, you pick the best games. There's a lot of key games coming up. Each and every week is going to be key matchups coming down to these last couple of weeks.
A lot of division games, but man, why did that have to happen to Lamar? I would love to see Packers-Ravens next week. With a healthy Lamar, that'd be a great game. Because I don't even think Packers and Ravens been a matchup since Lamar been in the league. Not nothing that I can remember. Like Rodgers-Jackson, I don't ever remember that being sold like that before.
It's probably Flacco played against Rodgers probably that first year.
Yeah. So that'd actually be a real entertaining game.
That's
to see a healthy
very
Lamar.
good question.
But, of course, I got my hat for Monday night, but, we got a show next Monday, so I could talk about it then. I don't really got to get into Monday night now. So, Tampa Bay get their revenge now. For some reason, the Saints own the Bucks. Who are you laughing at over there?
So I Googled Lamar versus Rodgers, see if they'd ever play. Well, there's some guy named Lamar Rodgers versus the state of Florida, some convict. So I pulled up this old law case.
Oh, man.
So anyway.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm definitely looking.
I don't think they've played.
I'm looking at the Brady versus the Saints because now he did beat them in the playoffs, which winning really, really counts, but he hasn't been able to beat the Saints in the regular season. So I'd like to see how that Sunday night game go. And like I said, Monday night, we'll talk about that when we get here next week. Knock on wood. But real interested in Cincinnati, Denver. Real interested in
Tennessee, Pittsburgh. To see if the Squillers can show up.
Pittsburgh is a huge
and that was, like I said, it's 4 games that Tennessee has to play. If they can get past Pittsburgh, it's going to be an easy skate after that for them. So can Big Ben and those boys do what I guess they couldn't finish the job against Minnesota. So how can they rebound? How does practice going to go this week for Mike Tomlin and his crew?
And I got one you should put on the radar. I mean, Rishard, you're looking at it, but Seattle at the Rams next week. Yeah. If LA doesn't take care of business tonight, Seattle looked pretty good. Granted, they were playing Houston yesterday, but Seattle does what Seattle does, and Russell Wilson can beat anybody on any given day. So Seattle's going to go into LA next week.
Rashad Penny looked good yesterday too for Seattle.
Out of nowhere. So that's one that just jumps out to me. I'm kind of like our man Byron in the chat. Green Bay should just take care of Baltimore. I would like to see that. Baltimore just plays to the level of their teams, though. It's a close game, whoever they got, no matter what.
DeAndre Hopkins, 10,000 yards, 538. Sheesh, 10,538 receiving yards. What did I say, 100 and what?
He's already caught 10,000 yards tonight? Dang, that's a good first quarter.
That was the case, my gosh.
That boy Nuke. Remember what? Nuke.
And Monday night, dude. There you go. Vikings and Bears. Man, that'll be a snooze fest if I've ever seen one. Bad football left and right.
Yeah, I think you ain't even watching our offense because we are exciting. But
kind of.
Like I said, well, we'll get into that next Monday. So I ain't really got to touch on that one. I really would like to see Packers, Baltimore, if it's a healthy Lamar, and Cincinnati, Denver. Denver is a sleeper pick. They 7-6. They nothing to beat.
Dude, look out.
Yeah, and they like with the Bengals falling to 7-6. That's a big one. And for the head-to-head, that 6-7 spot, huge.
Let's see. My buddy Casey's a Bears fan. Maybe I can get him on the phone line next week. See if we can get some of his thoughts on it.
I want to say if Philly wins next week, they have that 7th playoff spot, and I think nobody had Philly in the playoffs at all.
I mean, they're not going to hold on to it. So.
All right, quick headline. Yeah, Raven planning on starting Lamar against the Packers next Sunday.
2 hard games in our soft schedule.
Super Bowl 58 is going to be held in Las Vegas.
They got to use that stadium.
That'll be cool.
Tickets $1 million.
Sports
right.
betting. That is going to be wild.
It's already expensive.
Las Vegas,
it's expensive to get in there now during a regular season game. I can only imagine what those tickets for the Super Bowl will be.
And here's one. The NFL has 37 positive COVID tests on Monday. For whatever that's
Scheffner
worth.
said earlier.
Yeah, that's sick.
Super Bowl in Las Vegas, man.
That's a party.
Growing up as a kid, all they wanted to do is keep gambling and sports separate. And now you got the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, man.
Shout out to my guy Pete Rose, man.
Dude,
Yeah, right.
Shout out to my guy Pete Rose. For sure. I like it. All right. So that takes care of next week on the NFL matchup. It's 8:35. We're going to throw you to a quick commercial break, get our notes together, and we will be right back.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score On Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry.
It's golf season in Central Ohio. The Recreation and Parks Department of Columbus operates and maintains 6 affordable courses to test golfers of all abilities. Wilson Road, the Airport Course, Mintel Memorial, Turnberry, Raymond Memorial, and Champions Golf Course. Each municipal course is open to the public, affordable, and offers a unique golfing experience. Want to test your swing at each course? Try the City Sampler or the City Sampler Plus package. These package deals are an even cheaper way to play all 6 city courses. Restrictions apply to tee time availability. Visit crpdgolf.com for more information. Listen up, Columbus. There's a new classic rock station in town. 97.5 The Bear is coming to you from Upper Arlington. Your source for classic rock all the time. We hear those other stations in town do a lot of talking and not enough rocking. You're here for rock radio, not talk radio. Tune in to 97.5 The Bear. At 97.1 The Fan. The Sun. And we are back for the closing segment here on That's Debatable. And we are going to talk about our Superman capes. It was a rough weekend for us. Or not a rough weekend. We all blew our Superman capes. Let me pull it up.
Oh.
Last week.
Oh.
Baker got a dub.
That got a dub. What are you talking about?
Barely for both.
Superman.
Or at least Clark
talking
Kent.
about Superman.
I said Dak and the Cowboys. Because altogether they've been looking sus.
All right, so we're going to iron out the wrinkles in our what we think got a dub or not. All right, so I'll speak for myself. Big swing and a miss. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there for the Lions. I caped for the Lions last week just to get another win, and they certainly didn't. Denver took care of business, and in my hindsight, I probably should have caped for the Broncos, knowing that they got DT. But anyway, it is what it is. Last week, I caped for the Detroit Lions, took a big swing and a miss. And so this week, I'm caping for the Indianapolis Colts. Did I take it from you?
Nah, I thought about that one too, though.
All right. So I'm caping for the Colts. I've been on the JT train. He's my dude, best running back in the NFL. But this is not about Jonathan Taylor.
That's debatable.
This is about the Indianapolis Colts just stopping the Mack truck that's in New England. We need to slow down their momentum, get New England off this 6-game win streak, or seven now. So I'd like to see the Colts come off a bye and take care of business and basically shut down that Mack truck from getting its 8th win in a row. So Indianapolis Colts, Darius Leonard, JT, Wentz, Michael Pittman, put on your capes and show up in Indianapolis on Saturday. I like that too. I like Saturday games. The only problem, they're on the NFL Network. We got rid of the NFL Network this year when we switched. So anyway.
I got an app for you.
All right.
Get all the games.
Right.
Man. Cool. Anyway, so I'm caping for the Colts. Shut down New England Patriots. Who else wants to take it away with their cape?
Well, you go ahead since you caping for the team that's playing tonight.
I actually changed my cape, so I don't know if
That's good.
Okay. Actually, my cape is for the Bengals, the whole team.
Stealing your thunder, Will.
Hey, it's all good. I won't put my cape on for them boys.
Everything from the Bengals to show inconsistency. They win 2, they lose 2. They win 2, they lose 2.
Yes.
Sounds like the Vikings.
Let's see what the rest of their schedule look like. They got Broncos, Ravens, Chiefs, Browns.
Get no easier than that, buddy.
Broncos
Right.
not easy.
So
No, it's not easy.
I want the Bengals to Joe Burrow to actually show he can win 3 in a row, 4 in a row. As I tell everybody, Joe Burrow to me is one of the top 5 young quarterbacks in the NFL. So got to start putting some more wins together. I like Henderson for a young pass rusher. He nice Trey
He just
Henderson.
went down yesterday too.
Dude, yep.
It's crazy. But yeah, my cape is for the Bengals.
right.
See if they can put some consistency together to close out the schedule.
Not just finish that way.
I like it. Yeah, get rid of that. Win, loss. Just start winning. Rashard's got the Bengals. Willard Jarrett, take it over.
What you got, Willie?
Man, I want to see these Tennessee Titans
Nice.
really get their just due, and Tannehill come out, put in work. I still have not seen Julio Jones since he left Atlanta. Between Julio and Zeke, they must be hanging together, kicking it together, doing something, because neither one of them really show up on Sunday,
Collecting
Mondays,
that
and
paper.
now Saturdays. But let's see if they can. This was a win against the Jags. They say, "Oh, you shut the Jags down." Well, the Steelers just put up 28 against Minnesota, coming back against Minnesota, and
Still wasn't enough.
still got a loss, but not late, because you got to assume that Mike Tomlin's trying to get his boys refocused. So you're going, you're going to Pittsburgh, a hostile environment in Heinz Stadium. So, hey, my cape goes on to mainly Tannehill, but the rest of it's offensive cast. And to see if that defense can just do what they did against the Jags. Put some pressure on Big Ben, lock up Claypool. Jay, just watch the Bengals highlights. If we ain't do nothing else, we beat the Squillers pretty good. So,
Or the Vikings. Just the first.
we did it twice, only held them to 10 each time.
Yeah.
All right.
Blew the game after each time.
True.
All right.
Touche.
Quick,
All right,
hang on.
Yeah, quick cape because I got to get to my levels. But all right, so I got 2 capes because as we was my original cape is to Urban Meyer, not even to the Jaguars, just to Urban Meyer. They got
Boo this
they
man.
got the Texans. They got the Texans next week. The battle of the stinkers. You know, that's one of my favorite lines. Battle of the stinkers. Battle of the tankers. I don't really think. The thing is, I don't think the Jags is tanking. I think they just stink. On the other hand, the Texans, they're actually might be tanking to try to do something with. Can get rid of Deshaun, get some more picks, something like that.
That's the most valuable asset they would have.
With we actually believing that the Texans is tanking and the Jags is not, they just losing these games. A lot of heat on Coach Meyer. It's a lot of talk of this. Go back to college. NFL is not enough. He got to get it done. He was calling on his coaches and throwing his people under the bus this week. You know, earlier this year with the little pit stop, with the little, in the club doing this little thing. You know, Urban Meyer been doing a lot of stuff. Started off with Tebow. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. Even the way he left Ohio State. We could go back to that. Urban Meyer, I'm putting my cape on for you. I feel like y'all gonna get it done. And also, my main cape is going to my main man, Justin Herbert. Every time I put my cape on for him, he actually came through and prevailed. So I think he's going to get it done again, and he's going to actually put on a Superman performance, whether they have Eckler or not, Allen or not. Herbert and them is going to get it done because I think they're the real threat to the Chiefs in the AFC West.
I like it.
Boom, baby.
Justin Herbert's man. Quick update. Arizona Cardinals are up 3-0 with a minute left in the first. Kyler Murray has thrown one interception in the red zone.
Great job, Kyler. Great job.
All right, we got our capes
big catch
on.
just now.
Okay.
I'm on a new level.
We're on another level.
Well, it's not a new level. It's the last level.
Hey, if you guys still in the chat, I need help with about 2 picks. I need for you guys to let me know between New York Jets and Miami. And give me Houston and Jacksonville. I know those teams, those games don't mean much, but they mean a lot in the 2022 NFL draft. So
definitely Miami, because they're on a nice 4 or 5 game streak, and they got the third, since their streak, they got the third best defense behind the Patriots and Chiefs.
5-yard Tua.
5-yard Tua. Yeah. When it was tank for Tua, they tanked for Tua. They didn't even have to tank for Tua. He fell to him. They ended up doing some weird stuff like winning. And
I think Jacksonville gets a dub this week.
Me too.
Did that same thing. They ended up winning and lost to Trevor Lawrence.
Houston.
Houston?
Yeah, Houston beats them.
Oh, well, we'll see, because I put my cape on for them guys. All right, so, you ready?
Whoop.
Whoop. There we go. I'm on a new level. Where we at?
I'm on a new level.
Jared
Byron
Ramos.
says Miami against the Jets. Miami's got 3 running backs on COVID. They got nobody.
Sheesh.
Definitely.
Excuse
Sound
me.
like good.
Right. Okay, 15 minutes. Hit us with them horns, Tony. Where you want to start?
Definitely start at the bottom. And I'll just run down.
We laying it down. We
It's the now lay it down and
still have hope.
It's together. Yeah.
Yep, I gotcha. Bum, 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 bum. Bam.
Perfect. All right, we got that right above your head, Short. So, now this isn't. I do it every 2 weeks. This is from what I did last week. So some teams will move up and move down. But what it is so far, OKC, Houston, Sacramento, the Spurs, Zion having some setbacks. Is it because he's re-injured his foot, or is it because he's gaining weight? Only God knows that answer. Magic lost bad the other night. The Pistons is terrible, but I do like Cade Cunningham.
Yep.
He might not be Rookie of the Year, though. Look
Who
out
would
for
be
Don Sanmu for Chicago. No bias. He's actually the steal of the draft.
No
and
bias.
Unless that boy in Houston too, he gonna have something to say about that. And the boy in Orlando can't stay healthy. Sucks. So Kings. You know what, Ryan? This is actually because I moved the Kings up and the Timberwolves up. That's the previous week, but yeah, Kings doesn't still have hope. It's a fire sale in Indy. They're going to be dropping. Minnesota is actually, I moved them up to don't sleep because they're very electric. And the Kings did good in the past 10 games, so I moved them back up because they still technically still have hope. So that's why I moved them up. There's going to be a fire sale in Toronto, too. We're going to see how that goes. If you do not have the vaccine, you can't play in Toronto.
And the Hawks is getting back hot now. It's a lot of stuff trolling with this Kevin Durant, Trae Young. I don't
He
got
was
that
repping
clip.
on him.
Yeah, I ain't got that clip. Even if I had the clip, I wouldn't play the clip. It's a lot of weird stuff going on in the NBA. We had the LeBron and Avery Bradley. It was some with Steph and Blake. Not to just be throwing these men under the bus, but it's just a lot of weird stuff going on in the NBA. I don't want to know what's going on. Honestly. That's their men's club. That's their gentleman's club. But yeah, that still have hope. Lay it down. Go ahead, send it to Don't Sleep.
Okay. And this is current. These are the ones you sent me. So last week.
That's what I just sent you. I might have clipped the wrong one then.
Because last week here's last week's.
Yeah, see, we have Rip City. Yeah, it's different. See? Yeah. Knicks fell, Rip City fell. It's a lot of stuff going on with Dame. Dame keep talking about he don't want out, but rumors keep popping out he want out. I feel like he's
Come to the Lakers.
But why? As far as how do they make that trade? Now, it sounds good, Russ, but Brown and them is so ruthless, I wouldn't be shocked. But I don't think Russell Westbrook is that type of player you're going to be able to just, do that to. And I think if he got a no trade clause, you can't do that anyway.
Those Dames rumors been going on since the Olympics, man. So
You want to work off this graphic instead of the ones you sent me?
I thought I broke that one down, though. I wonder if...
Is this right?
I sent that one to your email. That's the right one, but I know I clipped that.
You're good. No worries.
I remember.
I'll clip this up.
That Miami and the other one. But, yeah, so fire sale and Indy. Fire sale definitely going to be a fire sale. Now, there's something about Dame want Ben. I was actually talking about that. Trade Dame for CJ because I would like to see CJ with Embiid and see CJ in a different type of situation because Dame and CJ would never work. That type of backcourt. It's the same player. CJ's just a lower tier version of Dame. It's not gonna work. That's not. No matter how they try to slice it, they're not the Splash Brothers. It's not Clay. Plus, CJ's not 6'7" and he can't lock up everybody like Clay wants to could. Kings is probably gonna be falling back down. Don't sleep. Luka about to miss multiple games with ankle soreness, but that's just because he overweight, just like Zion. I don't know what the boys is doing. Denver, the reigning MVP has been balling. That team is trash this year. Michael Porter Jr. back injuries, still no Murray, but Nikola Jokic has been putting that team on his back night in, night out. It's a lot of Cavs fans. Now, the real Cavs fans has finally popped out the woodwork, and a lot of people keep telling me, I've been waiting for Cavs fans. How long LeBron been in L.A.? I've been waiting for him for a while now. They keep telling me moving up to grind time. I got to see more. I have to see more. Right now, the Cavs is 5th in the East, and in their last 10 games, they're 7-3. So if they have another solid week, we'll see where they at. 16-12. We'll see if they can move up to grind time. But right now, just don't sleep on the Cavs. Look out. Memphis, no Ja or not, they beat the Lakers. They beat OKC by 73 points. It's just the Grizzlies, they got a great coach over there. No Ja, no Dylan Brooks to keep getting it done. The Clippers to stay afloat without Kawhi. That's just going to be a while. Wizards fell back down to earth. The Hornets, that's Miles Bridges over there.
I like him.
He's been balling.
Most improved player of the year, easy.
That's debatable. Hawks, Celtics. Now I'm seeing. I would like Dame to Boston for Jaylen Brown, maybe. That'd be dope. That'd be a nice little squad to have. But, of course, if you compare Dame with Joel, that'd really be hard. In the case of the Lakers, they don't need it. It's not that they don't sleep. They just need to wake the up. LeBron is now 7th in scoring, 26 points a game. Year 19. No, we ain't never seen this done before. All that good stuff. But the team's still not looking like they're supposed to be looking. They're still a 500 team. You said Laker shame? Oh,
Laker gang.
Laker gang.
Hey, shout out to Go James. Go James became the oldest player in NBA history last night to record a triple-double. Nice. Passing Kobe Bryant. He had 30-plus points in a triple-double last night. So.
He got the triple-double. He got the triple-double the other night in the loss.
Speaking of, did you guys, real quick on the Lakers, I sent it to the That's Debatable chat on the IG earlier. Have you guys seen HBO's new series, Winning Time?
No.
Y'all got to check this out. HBO is doing a new show with John C. Reilly John C. Reilly is playing Jerry Buss, and at the foundation of Showtime Lakers when they draft Magic, it looks phenomenal. HBO, it's called Winning Time. Check out the trailer. I'll throw it up in the link later.
Oh, yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, these are definitely not those Lakers. All right, we can move up.
All right.
Great plug there, Ryan, for HBO. Another one of our new sponsors.
Where are we at now? Still at Hope?
HBO, yeah, we can. HBO Sports still got some
HBO
stuff.
Sports.
We could get over there and take over all the smoke because we better than them. And all the smoke, we want all the smoke. And, that's debatable over here. All right, move up.
What are we at?
Grind time, shine time, grind time.
Gotcha. Boom.
And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks has been hot. I want to say they dang near 10-0 in these last 10 games, but it might not be that. They lost a couple. They're 8-2 in their last 10.
There you go.
They ended the win streak. They just ended Houston's nice little win streak that they had. Giannis went ballistic. Second best player in basketball.
Don't do that.
Actually third because Steph.
Oh man, here he go.
But yeah, right now the Bucks is at second in the East. Grind time since the playoffs or the finals, I want to say that their big three is 10-0. I have a hot take that I would still find a way to trade Chris Middleton for Damian Lillard if they really want to build a real contender. I think that the Bucks now they could still be legit. Of course, they got that guy, but if they could put the man next to that guy, that'd be dope. And because sometimes, regardless, Chris Middleton still have his moments where he forget that he's a co-star and not a role player. If they could get Dame, I would still like to keep Drew because Drew's really the lockdown. But the contracts might match little pieces here and there. I like to see Dame in Milwaukee. Bucks. Miami Heat.
The coolest.
They're 5-5 in their last 10, but they still in grind time mode because their roster is built to win a championship. They got a lot of people. Jimmy Butler's in protocol. Bam is injured, either an ankle or a wrist, but they're still a team that's still staying. They like that. They're grinding it out. They're not in the don't sleep category yet. My Bulls got 10 players in COVID protocol with Zach LaVine just going in there. So both of our top dogs is in protocol. So, our next 10 games, not the next 10. Our next 2 games is going to be delayed, postponed, because we ain't got nobody. So, I'm happy that because we already done racked up 2 losses with these protocols. Let the Bucks pass us in these rankings, in these standings. I don't like that. The Jazz, just keep doing what the Jazz do. We're not going to believe you, but their record is still... Their record is true, and I just seen a post where Rudy Gobert is like, "Why am I not the best center in the gang?" Because it's a lot of other centers that's just better than you.
They get off on you.
Yeah, they do. At least everyone averaging a minimum of 20 points against you, and AD averages 27 against him. But we never see that AD again. The Jazz is the Jazz. Just keep winning, keep grinding, keep doing your thing. The Bulls will bounce back once they players get healthy. All right, we like that.
We like that.
And of course, we got Steph going for the record tonight. Most likely he will get it. I will try to have this clip up before he gets the record, just so I can say I said it before it happened. But a lot of other people might have predicted that too. But this is off the strength of me. The Sun, but they lost Saturday night. They need to hurry up and get this record over with so they could go back to their winning ways because Steph is just jacking. Even though Steph is a shooter, he's just jacking, and I'm not liking 6 for 17. Like he needed 16.
It was 4 for 13 the other night. 4
for 13 the other night. Like he needed 16 that one night to win, so that's why he shot 17 threes.
4 for 10 tonight so far. 28 points, 4 for 10.
He's already 4 for 10.
Excuse me, 21 points, 4 for 10 tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he's about to get the record in the next couple buckets. I can already see that now. So, Steph's about to be the all-time leader. We already know he's the greatest shooter of all time.
Easy.
It would have been nice to see him actually hit a couple shots in the playoffs to solidify that, but it's always up for debate. I still might want Ray Allen taking my last shot over Steph Curry. And, of course, now they're like, you're a Bulls fan. Everybody know I'm affiliated with Kevin Durant, and my man just went for 51 over
Little 50 piece.
The last night against the Pistons, no James Harden, no Kyrie, no problem. 51 points made it look easy.
KD 51. I'm gonna pop this real fast.
Efficiency.
Boom.
52. Like they keep telling me they don't like efficiency.
52,
like,
50,
these
93.
are jump shots. Like something
Sheesh.
that Giannis just can't do. He can get you 51, but it's just in a different way. 9, 7, 5, 14 threes, or is that 14 free throws? I don't know how
14
they did that.
free throws
52%, 50 from 3, 93. Like, yeah, that's the stuff that, man, that's just best player in the world type stuff. Kevin Durant, which is why I got on my Brooklyn Nets gear today. I should have worn some Viking stuff, but, I'll keep my Vikings with me. Yeah, that's Jared's levels, man. We got KD at the top of scoring with Giannis and Steph. That's really the top 3 in the league right now, and it's just we're gonna see that. I can't wait to see the rematch. I wish Christmas Day was Bucks Nets, not Nets Lakers.
All right,
Lakers is just Lakers.
With that, Jared's levels. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Real quick, I snagged. This was from talkhoops.com. NBA Power Ranks. The Week 9 Power Ranking. So there's your top 10.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to most likely move the Bucks back up till we like that. Pretty much everything is right. They got the Bulls at 8, Hawks.
The Hawks 10.
That's because in their last 10 games, the Hawks.
6 and 4.
So there's your Sixers, Heat, Bulls, Nuggets, Hawks.
That's crazy.
All right.
Do you got that poster?
The dunk?
Yeah. Show me. Oh my goodness, one of the most just disrespectful. Hey, remember when Debaytable was in the league?
Matt Debaytable still
he ain't in the league no more.
All right.
That's what this one is.
He in the Australian league getting dunked on by them kangaroos, and they leaping like that.
We're going to run the clip.
Here you see this unbelievable dunk on Debaytable.
Oh, Deli, get up. Look at his teammate. Hey, man.
Okay. That is completely unnecessary.
The ref already knew what it was.
And hurts your team just when you get back in it.
Either team.
That's awesome.
He got punched on.
Like it, big dunk.
That just was ridiculous, man. I can't remember. I didn't get the name of that young old man who did that, but I know that was Matthew Debaytable.
He said a young old man.
All this,
all right.
Yeah, it's different, man. That was a great play. I'm not even upset that they tried to beat him up for that because
I'm glad you
body bag.
Glad you sent us that.
Yeah, body bag for sure.
All right, as always, we'd like to thank Jose for letting us stay an extra hour here at the Ohio Media School. We're at the Score On Air Network Facebook page. We're in Columbus, Ohio. Unfortunately, we're out of time. We thank all of you for celebrating our 20th episode here with us. Big shout out, Rishard, for coming in, my man. Much appreciated.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Getting you on the mic. All sorts of highlights. Thanks for everybody for watching, joining in the chats, everything like that. That's me signing off. Kick it over to my boys. Have a good night.
All right, man. You want to take us out or you want me to do it?
Hey, hit me with that round table before we go all the way out. But we got a lot coming up here on the Score On Air Network. Make sure you check out Ryan Dietrich tomorrow as he's going to be on the Fantasy Show. We got a lot more stuff coming up as far as we have a new show here on Score On Air called On the Clock. I had a chance to sit down with Rennie Tyson and Cody Ballard last week to do a 20-minute round the clock. There it is. So stay tuned.
Rennie on the left, Cody on the right.
Rennie Tyson and Cody Ballard and myself. Stay tuned. It's coming up this week sometime.
Yep. IBT
On the
Academy.
Clock Roundtable.
On the Clock Roundtable here at the Score On Air Network on our Facebook page. That's Cody Ballard of the Brick League and IBT Academy, man. Too.
Score On Air is where it's at in the city, man. And they really taking it up, man. That's why I came here looking for something, came here looking for a little platform, and I found Score.
Oh, yeah, and with that, the Rams have taken a 7-3 lead with an OBJ touchdown, so you rocking the right jersey. I'm going to throw it back to that dunk. Paper toss. We out. Good night, fam.
Hacha!
One love.
Here you see this unbelievable